be good. Let's make sure. Are we good? Alright, let's see if we're okay here. Can you guys hear me or no? Hello? Alright, can you guys hear me? Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? What do we need to do here? Alright, now what about the ambiance in the background? Like, do you actually hear the actual game, or is it just me specifically? Okay, so I'm getting it's perfect so far. Let's see. Loud and up. Okay, loud and up which way? My voice or the game? Actually, that might not be possible. Okay, everything's perfect. Okay, cool. Alright, guys. We are here for our second stream today. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to talk a little bit, then we're actually going to get into a little bit of gameplay, because last time, we ended up doing 3 hours of just talking, and really talking about Ark and future of this channel, and we went into a lot of things, which I know some of you guys might have not, actually saw the last one, so I'll kind of go over the details of what we talked about in those 3 hours in a couple minutes, really. We'll go over that, and the idea for the gameplay today is that we're going to finally build the base over in the Redwoods. So I think I talked about this maybe an episode or two in the center series, where I kind of showed you guys a few different spots, and then basically had it up to you guys. From there, I think you guys pretty much almost unanimously pick this Redwoods location specifically. So just to show you guys exactly where we are right down in this little corner here. It's actually a really, really nice part of the map. So what I actually really, really like about this spot is the fact that we are in the Redwoods, so you do get that ambiance of the birds, and you get the nice redwood trees here. And what's really nice about these trees is we can't knock them down. So this is our background for the entire time, which is great. Yeah, that skinny tree might go. Yeah, a couple trees over there might go. But for the most part, these big, thicker trees, the ones that go, all the way up to the sky, basically, those are part of the game. You can't actually, break them or anything like that. So we're going to have this nice background for us, and then we have this coming on forward here. I don't want to go too close because I don't want to go off the edge, but we had the nice waterfall too. I was thinking another option for our base was, we did have a spot over there that I did mention, that is, well, we'll use this as the pointer, that's fine. Over there, which would have been a good option too. But the other option is, let's see, probably right about, I think it was right about there, basically, right on the edge of that, waterfall there. But the problem was the noise, so it's really, really loud, the waterfall crashing. It wasn't actually going to end up working out, unfortunately. But overall, I really, really do like this spot. It's actually a relatively flat spot. We do work with a little bit of a hill here, but again, that shouldn't be too bad. When it comes to the base, I'm not going to do what I ended up doing in the last where was I going with this? In the main series on Ragnarok, where I built that huge, compound and everything, because that took about 2.5 weeks to build. I'm planning on doing a small little hut in this stream, sorry. And we'll kind of see how it goes, honestly. Because first of all, we're on single player. We don't need these big, huge mansions and stuff like that. And then on top of that, too, again, it's single player. Most of our dinos are going to be in cryos. We don't really need that much real estate to work with. But we'll basically, but we'll see kind of how it goes. So, before we get into the build, though, let's kind of talk about what we did talk about last stream, because I see some of you guys are asking about last stream and stuff, too. So, long story short, we had a few different things that we talked about. I kind of mentioned what my plans were for the channel for the next few months, obviously, with Genesis Part 2 coming out. We talked about that a little bit to see how much of a game changer are a few of the items going to be. And kind of in my mind, I think there's going to be a lot of game changes when it comes to Genesis Part 2, when it comes to the egg incubator, when it comes to the canoe even, when it comes to a lot of different just a lot of different items. It's just going to change the aspect of the game. So I do have a little bit of a list. I'm not going to go over it. I did go over it in the last stream, but long story short, if my list checks out, if everything on my list is checked off when I do visit Genesis Part 2, we may end up just starting a brand new series. And that was the first big bombshell in the last stream that we did talk about, and that is mainly because, again, there's going to be so many different changes to the game, and two, are we really going to want to spend a lot of time on Genesis Part 2 right away when there potentially could be a lot of bugs that we might not want to deal with? So I feel like that is the perfect time to start a brand new series, and see how it goes from there. We're going to spend a lot of time on the island, obviously, from the start anyways, so it gives the devs and it gives Wildcard some time to fix any bugs that do end up coming to the game. So that was the first big bombshell, but we did also talk about plans of this channel in the future. So the first thing was, the biggest one that you guys were the most excited about, or at least it seemed like you guys were the most excited about, is a Discord. Everyone's kind of been talking about it. Everyone's been asking me for a couple months now, longer than that, probably closer to like a year. And I am happy to announce that, yes, we now have a Discord. So let me see if I can pull up the link here. I probably should have had that ready to go, so I do apologize, guys. Let me see here. Let me get on Discord quickly. Again, I just made an account, basically. I made basically a server so you guys could come and everything like that, but long story short, that's all I've done to it, basically, because I don't know a lot about Discord, but you guys have been asking me a lot about this, so I kind of wanted to definitely make one, and I'm going to need your guys' help, basically. So let me see if I'm allowed to put the link, which I can. Oh, cool, and you guys could click it. Awesome. So you guys can, in fact, actually join the Discord if you want. So what Discord's going to be is just another place for all of us to talk, hang out, stuff like that. Will you restrict yourself on the new series, like jump from one map? I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it yet, which when Genesis Part 2 comes out and we'll have another stream and everything, because I definitely love doing this. Don't get me wrong, I actually really like doing these streams and stuff like that, because it's not, this is like raw, uncut footage, you know what I mean? It's more just us having a conversation, which I really do like. So I'm not really sure. I think once I announce or get close to announcing a new series, because we could very well head over to Genesis with our group for, with our group of dinos and everything for right now, and realize that it's not that much of a game changer, so we would just continue our series. So it's not an announcement of a new series, so I don't want people to already start assuming, hey, new series, new series. No. We have to see what Genesis Part 2 looks like when it comes out. I'm just kind of thinking in the back of my mind, I think if it goes the way that I'm assuming, it's most likely going to be a new series coming down the line. Now, we'll get into the nitty-gritty about that at a later time. But that was probably the two biggest announcements that we talked about during it. If a few of you guys that were here in the first one remember anything that was also big announcements that I don't remember, definitely throw it in the comments so I could definitely start letting the others know about what's going on. But will you restrict yourself in the new series, like jump from map to map to get tames and bring them back? Rule to stay on the map. Yeah, so we'll kind of figure it out. Because we've done both series, we've done different series already like that. So we did do the story mode series. I think that was, we basically played all through, what do I need here? I love how I said I don't want to just sit here and talk the entire time, and we're already like 10 minutes in. But anyways, because I want to get all my thoughts out there before we start with this. We already did a couple of, obviously the series that we're doing right now, we've been kind of jumping back and forth between all the maps and everything like that. I think the series before that was actually a story series, if you will, where we started on the island and stayed on the island until we defeated the Overseer, then moved over to Scorched Earth, then we headed over to Aberration, you know what I mean? So I don't know yet which way I want to play it. I feel like I want to get a mesh of the two, and I know that's very confusing because one is restricting and one is open, but maybe like we can go to the island. So like we start out on the island, but the only other maps that we can go to are like the custom maps, and that's it. Like, we can't go to any other story maps until we defeat the Overseer. Then we move on to Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth, we can go to Scorched Earth. We can go to the custom maps. So that would be, what I mean by that is Crystal Isles, Ragnarok, Valguero, all that. And we could obviously, because we've already defeated the island, we can go back to the island for other things too. I don't want to keep carrying creatures over, because I feel like if you get 3 good boss fight creatures, then you kind of can just sweep, if you will. So I think we'll obviously break down the rules nitty gritty and stuff like that, but I think that's probably the way that we would do it, is restrict ourselves to the island until we defeat the island. We can still go to the custom maps, but that's kind of it. Then move on to Scorched Earth. Can still go to the custom maps, but can't go to like Aberration or anything until we defeat that boss, and we kind of continue through. So that's kind of my thought right now, but obviously that's what Discord's for. A lot of these kind of different conversations and discussions and stuff like that. What's good, I think, about the Discord too is going to be that we're not going to be doing 11 minutes of me talking during a stream like this and just standing here. But yeah, I mean, we'll kind of figure it out basically. But let's get started with the build, because let's be honest, everyone obviously likes that we're just doing all this talking and stuff like that. But at the same time, is defeating the island like killing the Overseer on Alpha. So we would make that rule and figure it out beforehand, kind of what we want to do here. Let's see, please. Okay, good. I did put PvE back on. Thank God. Okay. I just don't want cryo countdown or anything like that. So let's get the 3 creatures out that I'm probably going to be using. Why do I need the Yankee? I don't really need the Yankee. We'll put it back. That's fine. To be honest, I don't think we actually even need, we don't even need the Doedicurus either, honestly. We don't really need retro. So, just to go over our new Mammoth now, this is actually a new Mammoth. It's actually similar to Berry that we had, but if you guys remember in the last episode, we ended up getting another Mammoth with pink tusks, and it actually did end up having better stamina, so I ended up breeding Berry with the male, and basically waiting to get the perfect one, and we ended up with Very Berry, because now we have pink tusks. Like, this thing looks really damn cool, honestly, and I thought the name was fitting, Very Berry. I was really hoping it was a female, because I feel like Berry would be more of a female kind of name, but the best one I could get was a male, so it is what it is, no big deal. So what's nice is, though, we are going to have some levels to work with and everything here, so these are just imprinted levels, so kind of just going through everything. I'm not sure how it is on your screen, if you could actually see the numbers and stuff, but we'll kind of go through everything all at once. So 7, 5, 4, 8 is the health, 15, 18 is stamina. We're not going to worry about oxygen. We won't worry about food, but if you guys are really that curious, 22,800 food, 1,044 in weight, 368.1 melee damage, which is pretty damn good, if I'm going to be honest. Okay, cool. It's coming out as 1080p. Thank God, because I've been, like, I really am hoping that it's, like, coming out as good quality and not, like, 360 or 720, you know what I mean, like really, really bad quality. So, and then obviously movement speed, you get a nice movement speed boost, so he's up to 220. You usually get that once you imprint dinos, I believe. So, so now we have Very Berry, and Very Berry is just going to be our wood gatherer here. We're also going to use, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think if I use the right trigger, that's kind of how you get the thatch, right? Yeah, and then if I press A is how we get wood. So honestly, I mean, what I really, really like is the fact that with the TLC with the Mammoth, like, to be honest, you don't need a thatch gatherer anymore. Like, the Mammoth does both, and it does it really damn well. I mean, honestly, like, look at this. 736 wood. I mean, yes, the melee is really, the melee is really good, don't get me wrong, with 368, but if we continuously upgrade this melee, we're only going to get more and more wood out of it, and it gets a 75% reduction. So, like, honestly, like, I think the Mammoth was pretty underrated with the TLC. Like, yes, everyone likes the Mammoth, but, like, I don't know, I love this thing. I love this thing beforehand, basically. Coordinates, let's see. So I don't have a GPS. So I'm going to kind of show you on the map, and we can kind of figure it out together here. So latitude is about 72, I would say. Yeah, 74. And then longitude is maybe 24, 74, 24, somewhere around there. And just so you know, this is the center map, so yeah. Yeah, but it's a really, really nice spot, honestly. Like, I mean, even in the last stream, like I said, the last stream went for 3 hours, and it was pretty much just me standing right where the Argent is right now, standing in that spot just talking to you guys, and we didn't get attacked once. Like, nothing ended up happening. Like, the only thing we ended up having come after us was a woolly rhino, which just kind of like, I don't know. Which was scary because I thought that it was going to attack us, but they're passive. So, but yeah, so the idea is that we're going to set up the base right here. Now, because we are in the Redwoods, your wrist makes a smile on the map. Oh, yeah, because of the, yeah, because of the fur armor. Okay, no, that's cool. Anyways, so the idea is that obviously we're in the Redwoods, and I feel like when most homes are being built in the Redwoods, you basically use wood. You don't really use stone and stuff like that. Like, I just think of a wooden cabin essentially here. So to be honest, we are pretty much just only going to be using wood. And oh no. Oh no. I gotta go all the way back to base. I don't think I have my sickle. And I need fiber. Oh, no. Base is like 15 minutes away. It's gonna be like last stream all over again, just flying around. The Iguanodon can't get fiber. I don't think it can. I know the Packy can't. Oh, I forgot. I gotta actually introduce you to a new member of the team too. Totally forgot. So we got the dire bears in the not the last stream, the last episode, and I ended up breeding them up basically. So we have Tank here, and the reason why I called him Tank is because this guy's a tank. This guy's really good. So we're looking at 4224 in health, 2650 stamina. Honestly, is like, whew. And then basically, let's see, 1435 in weight, and then 396 melee damage, which is, they can? No, they can't. They can harvest fiber? Alright, let's give this a shot. Okay, not pressing the right button, I assume? He does get fiber. Sweet, okay, never mind. Okay, false alarm. And yeah, I know, I could throw up a quick smithy and stuff like that. I could totally have done it, but you know what? It's fine. We'll use the dire bear. It's actually good that we actually, that I brought this guy over then. I was more thinking, like, if we got attacked by anything, we can have this thing, but the one thing I love about the dire bear is, if you guys don't know this, it works on, like, locomotion, motion? I don't know what the wording is, but basically it starts out really, really slow, so you can see it kind of like gradually picks up. So as long as you don't run into anything along the way, it actually becomes one of the fastest, if not the fastest creature in Ark. Like, this thing is really good. And honestly, like, with the weight and everything, like, you can pretty much tank anything on this map with it, which, again, why I called it tank. And watch. So 193 damage. Isn't too bad. And again, too, like, oh yeah, that was with the little boost, so we're actually hitting for 257. That's pretty damn good, honestly. At least I think so. And that's with no levels either. So if obviously we put some more levels and stuff into this thing, yeah, this thing is gonna really work out well for us. Get a rhino, they do more damage. Yeah, definitely. So the rhino definitely does more damage and everything like that. I personally, and I think I mentioned this in the last stream, I personally have never tamed a rhino, so we'll definitely do that at some point here. But let's see. Okay, let's see what I actually have here. Okay, so I have a lot of thatch, I have a lot of wood. Okay, so we can get started with kind of like doing this. So let's get these two guys close, because I gotta basically transfer stuff back and forth and do all that. You can hold this, because we don't actually need that. Alright, let's see. Who do I get first? Okay, bear. 3, 6. Okay, yeah, that's 800. Okay, that's fine. Take all this, put this in my inventory, and let's begin here. So, my plan is to make about a, to start a 5x4 base. 5 in width, 4 in depth or length, whichever way that you want to put it. Because, again, you don't need to go, again, I don't feel like you need to go too crazy with making these huge, just these huge compounds and everything. Like, don't get me wrong, the one that we did, that I made on Ragnarok, I absolutely love, but, like, it took 2.5 weeks. Like, there's no point on single player. And to be honest, like, even after all of it being done, I still don't really, like, appreciate it that much. Like, I actually like our base here on, I like our original base on the center here more than I like that thing. And that thing's just a huge, huge compound over on Ragnarok. So, like, even though I put a lot more time into that one, like, this one's just, like, I don't know, I just like this a little bit better. But anyways, okay, so we do have people with comments. Sorry, guys, I'm, like, falling behind on the comments and everything. Day's been good. Been busy and everything and trying to figure out Streamlabs OBS, which is what I'm using for this one, which is why this is called Test Stream 2.0, because obviously the last time we used OBS, just OBS period, and I think I figured out why that wasn't working for us. It's a little hard to explain, but hopefully you guys kind of understand what ended up happening. So, obviously, because it's my first stream, I kept OBS on. I think I had OBS on, pretty much on and on, like, preview screen, essentially, since about 3, 4 o'clock. It was when I actually put out the post announcing that I was doing a stream that day. So it was already running with basically gameplay in the background for 2+ hours already. Then we did a 3-hour stream. So I think pretty much at that point, like, just OBS can't handle it. I don't know, I could be wrong, but it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like it was too much for it to handle, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and obviously that's my fault, because, like, again, I don't really know what I'm doing, so it is what it is. So we'll try this out today, though. I am liking the fact with Streamlabs that they do have what's called, like, widgets and stuff like that. So if you watch a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that, like streamers, they'll actually, I'm just looking at the view, basically, guys. I'm just trying to figure out kind of like where I want to put the first foundation. So that's why I'm kind of hanging out here for a second. What was I saying here? I lost my train of thought. I'm going to do that a few times in the stream, guys, so, okay. So, yeah, basically I had it going for a couple hours already, and not really sure if that was the reason why we kind of had issues with OBS towards the end. I mean, again, it worked pretty well for 3+ hours, honestly. But yeah, the reason why I'm liking Streamlabs, at least initially, we'll see based on performance and everything in this setup and everything, is the fact that they use widgets. So, like, if anyone ever, like, subscribes to the channel with the stream and stuff like that, it gives you a little, like, notification thing, and it's actually kind of fun. So I kind of like that idea. Obviously, you have to buy into that. You have to do, like, their Prime setup or whatever, but honestly, if the stream goes well, then I probably will put in the money for it, because it's not too bad. And if it's going to make the stream look that much nicer, then, like, I think it would be fun. Let's see, door would be here. Let's kind of see what our... Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Yeah, because that would be our house. That would be our background, basically. Let's get cotton candy out of the way for a second. We can take a quick look here, and then I'll jump back into chat, because I know I'm kind of falling behind again on that, guys. Let's see here. So that would kind of be what our house is. Again, not going to be too big of a house, but I think it's a nice size overall. But let's see. We have, are you going to do Arc, video on Arc Mobile? For right now, no. And the reason is, I did mention it last time in the stream. First of all, if I'm going to do Arc, I'm only going to do Arc on console, because obviously I have this huge setup and everything with it. Arc Mobile isn't something that I would do right now, honestly, because we do have a lot more planned on this channel, which I did talk about in the last one. I'll kind of go over my thoughts and everything on a couple ideas, what I'm thinking to do in the future along with Arc on this channel, but I think it's just going to be too much to handle to do. It's just too much Arc, basically. So right now we're doing 2 different things on Arc. If we add a third, it's almost like I'm, you know, it's a little too much Arc for me, if that makes sense. And Arc Mobile, honestly, I don't play games on my phone, so, like, I wouldn't even know how to actually get, the whole setup, the whole getup going with my phone connected to the TV, then connect it via live stream or even just a normal recording. I wouldn't even know how to start that process. So, and for something that I'm not going to 100% enjoy, buy into, personally, I just don't feel like it's gonna happen right now. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But for right now, no. Let's see. We need more wood. That's what we need. So yeah, the whole idea with this, basically, this build is gonna be that it is gonna be pretty much made out of wood, the entire thing. But I think we'll kind of see how it ends up looking out, because I'm gonna do flipped walls and stuff like that. And what's good about this is, like, it also lets you guys see kind of how, like, different techniques and stuff are used when building. Now, I'm not gonna say like I'm a great builder, because I'm not. I think honestly the best builder out there, if you guys are looking for a really good arc builder, go to Aaron. Is it Aaron? Yeah, Aaron Longstaff's channel. Honestly, the guy's incredible, building wise. The quality's really, really good, and he has a ton of tips. And the builds that he does are just absolutely amazing. And honestly, if you do want to like follow them, like follow his videos and stuff like that, like you want to like build one of the things that he's building, like the steps are really, really easy to follow, basically. So definitely recommend that. But that's Aaron. Is it Aaron Longstaff? I think it's Aaron Longstaff. Not exactly sure, but his builds are absolutely incredible. So if you guys aren't sure who he is, he's one of the guys, he's one of the architects, as they're called. He's actually one of like the big arc builders that they did the whole Star Wars thing for May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So that is, yeah, so that was like one of his, I think it was, I could be wrong. I feel like he was one of the original ones that started it, but could totally be wrong on that, honestly. All right, so if I'm doing a 5x4, I kind of want another row, so let's do another 5 because I want to put in a porch. Let's do that because I need some stairs just to get in and out, because I'm going to start doing the windows and stuff like that. Oh, I do need a couple ceilings because I need to do kind of the wrap around. Okay, all right. Let's get maybe 1, 2, 3 of these in case some break along the way. And then we'll just do wooden walls to start, and then we'll kind of change it up with, like, window frames and stuff like that. But let's see here. Let me kind of get caught up in the chat, because you guys are... A lot of stuff going on here. Alpha Dragon with 19 Deinonychuses? Oh my god. That's actually pretty cool. I would never actually think to bring in Deinonychuses to the fight. But that would be kind of funny, though. Always use Rex's last ones I had were 12 HP mutations. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do a lot of mutations and stuff like that. Like, it's hard on console. Oh my god. Like, if you guys are playing on PC, like, at least like there's mods and whatnot too to let's see. There's mods and stuff like that to like help out with that. I think Syntac uses a couple of them, like the egg incubator and stuff like that. So I feel like it makes it a little bit easier, but on console it's kind of like we don't get that. It just takes a really, really long time, honestly. And unless you really, really boost the stats and everything, then it's like it's never gonna happen getting 20, 30 plus mutations. Which I'm hoping, that's why I think the egg incubator coming to the game, coming to vanilla, is going to be a real game changer. Like, that's one of the things I really think is going to be really nice. Alright, I know it just looks like a big box right now, guys, but don't worry, we're slowly coming along here. Let me put the first wooden walls first. I always like everything symmetrical, so I apologize, guys, if that's, like, a little off-putting for some of you, but it is what it is. So, right now, if I wanted to put this up, I could, and it's, as you can see, this is the outside. This is the inside, okay? I want to basically flip it around. So I want the inside on the outside, and the reason is I really like the piney look on the outside versus the in. I gotta double check how to do this. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to flip it, let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, so if you actually want to flip it, you will actually, let's start over. You'll press B. Just kidding. You'll press... Y. There we go. But the problem is, if we do it as Y, let me kind of show you on here to make it easier. If I press Y, you'll see there's a bit of a lip. Not a fan of the lip, honestly. So there is a way to do this. So if I wanted to actually put that foundation down, I'll flip it just so we can compare. If you actually take a ceiling and put the ceiling in front, and then you put down your wall, and instead of pressing Y, you press right button. Pick that up. Let's hopefully pick that up. Now it's flush, as you guys can see. So it just makes it look a little bit nicer, or at least I think it looks a little bit nicer. Let me put up the other one just to compare again, just so you guys can see. So this is the one we started with the lip, and that's the one that's flush. So it's a little bit, it's a little hard to do, I'm going to be honest, because it's just like the extra steps and everything like that. Traditionally, you would use, I'm just using wood ceilings, because to be honest, we're doing this whole thing out of wood anyways, and I think even though it's going to be all wood, I think just overall it's going to look really, really nice. And it's actually not going to look too similar, because we have the piney of this, then we're going to have the dark wood on the roof, so it actually would look not too bad. Then you could go a little crazy with this too, and also do, you could also like paint and stuff like that, and make your house just look nice and everything like that. So it's just kind of, I don't know, I kind of like it basically, and especially for like this kind of idea being in a forest idea. Oh no, I totally did that wrong. Let's go back. Let's do that again, because I pressed Y, not right button. There we go. I'm just gonna put one there for the meantime, but that's where the door is gonna go, because again, I just like everything symmetrical. Gets a little annoying, but it is what it is. What we could have actually done too here is, if you really like the pining idea, you can actually get it on the inside too. The problem is we would have to put down fence foundations all the way through this thing, and to be honest, it's fine. I'm not gonna, not gonna do it. It is what it is. It's no big deal. I don't mind having that darker wood on the inside, but if you actually really like the piney, just make your entire house with foundations and everything, the fence foundations, all along the edge of it, and then you should be able to do that. Then obviously on the edges here, you'll still have to do the ceiling trick regardless, but it'll still work basically. Just takes a little bit of a longer idea to do this. But let's kind of put two here. Hopefully I can kind of jump. There we go. Perfect. Put down the next wall, do that. Next wall, do that. Another option too is, obviously, like, because we have dinos and stuff like that, I could very well just go out and get like 30 or 40 thatch ceilings and just do the entire wraparound just to make this easier. But to be honest, I don't really want to waste the resources and stuff like that. So, just a personal thing, whatever. Let's see here. Wooden ceiling, because we didn't actually do this one before. This was the comparison one. Oops. Let me just put this down here, make this easier. And I actually didn't realize this. I think we talked about this in the last stream. I thought this was only a PC thing, that if I use an item, so like in this case I'm using the wall, I thought I had to click again. I'm not actually clicking. I can just put the item down, no problem. So, I don't know. That's actually kind of cool. I thought that that was a PC only thing, but I guess that finally made its way over to console, which is kind of cool. Oh god. There we go. Alright, let me get caught up in chat here, because, sorry guys. Let's see, so... Yeah, so, I mean, personally, I do like playing on my own, like, not doing PvP. Obviously, there's some people that do really like going online and actually raiding and stuff like that. Personally, it's not really my thing. That's why I prefer to do single player. What I like about single player is it's kind of like you set the goals of what you want to do for that day. So if you want to do like a really grindy day, you can do a really grindy day. If you want to go out and tame something, go out and tame it. Like there's no real rules. It's just up to you. It's kind of more sandboxy, if you will. And it's really, as long as by the end, like you're achieving the goals that you want, it's just kind of, you're on your own. So I mean, which does make it a little bit sometimes a little more of a grind and everything because you don't have other people helping you. You're kind of just on your own. But I don't know. I like the grind personally, so that's kind of why I gear more towards PvE versus PvP. But I definitely understand why a lot of people do like the competitive aspect, if you will, of it, of the PvP side of it, with raiding, with having tribes and stuff like that. I definitely see the appeal of it. It's personally just not really for me, though, honestly. I just like the PvP aspect. If I was to join servers and stuff, like I know we talked about on the last stream that we are planning in the future on having servers with this channel and stuff. Most likely they will be PvE, but honestly, like I'll leave it to a vote. Like if everyone really wants it as PvP, like, you know, whatever, then we'll do it as PvP. But maybe even a mix, like we'll do one day of PvP out of the entire week. I'm not really sure, but I think the reason why PvP kind of gets a little bit of a, not disadvantage, but a little bit of a stick, if you will, is just the fact that it is a bit toxic. You do see it, like, it does get a bit toxic. I guess maybe it's not as toxic as what is coming off, but obviously that's just kind of what everyone sees, obviously, on YouTube. That it is a toxic world, so that's kind of why a lot of people, I think, seems to stay away from it. But some people do like that. Some people really like the appeal of the competitive side, honestly. But yeah. Personally, I just look at the game and everything, and I see it more as like, you spawned into this world kind of on your own, so you're kind of... to me, this game always seemed more of a single-player game than a multiplayer PvP game, but I don't know, I guess each person kind of views the game differently, right? Alright, so let's see here. So we got all this stuff. Let's see kind of now. Now I want to put in the door. Oh, I am going to need stone, aren't I? Because I really like doing the reinforced doors. Yeah, so you know what? Okay. Alright. Let's kind of put some wood back then here. Actually, let's put all the wood back. I will say, this is the one bad thing about console is, like, if you want to move all of the wood over, like, I actually have to do it, like, this way. It's just easier. Or I can manually click each item, but I have to hold it. On PC, that's the one thing that I really, really like, is you just hold down, like, the actual button that you have to use or move items, and you can literally just spam it and it pulls all the items over, which, that's definitely a plus of PC. I would like to see something like that on console. I don't know how the heck it would happen, but, like, alright, let's see if I can get a little bit of wood here. A little bit of stone. There we go, 502. I think that's more than enough. And just take 100 and call it a day. Alright, let's make one of those. Let's make one of those here. Oh yeah, I gotta make like a lot more stuff. Alright, let's see. Let's just make more walls, I'm thinking. For now. Because I don't really know what the next step is gonna be right now. So I don't know if I want to go 1 floor, 2 floors, like make it really, really big, because I feel like the higher that you end up going, it kind of gets more and more awkward, the build. So I'll probably do, max 4... no, because I want to do a sloped roof, so probably max in the middle would be 4 high, I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be fine. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, so what are we, guys, what are we thinking about the, obviously we talked about in the last stream, like Arc Genesis 2. What are you guys most excited about? So obviously they're dropping a lot of new, they're obviously dropping a lot of new creatures and stuff on us, like the fact that we have the Strider coming, which we all knew about. Apparently there's 12 different variants, though, which is actually kind of interesting. Like, the Strider I wasn't really too thrilled with, to be honest. But now that it actually, okay, good, so they all line up together. Now that there's, like, different variants, I wonder if, like, let's just say you want a stone one, you would have to get this variant, then if you want this one, like, if you want a wood one, you'll have to go out and get, like, another variant. Like, I wonder if that's going to be a little too much. Or it's going to be kind of like the gacha, where you have, like, obviously, like, the gachas produce, like, 5 or 6 items, basically, and it's all kind of randomized. So, I wonder if it's, like, the first Strider that you get, they showed one off that kind of looks like a Megaloceros, like the deer. So I wonder if that's, like, you can go get wood, thatch, and fiber with that one specifically. Then they'll have another that's kind of more armored, almost like an Enki, where that one will get you, or armored like a Doedicurus, where it'll get you more, more stone, metal, that kind of thing. I wonder if it's going to work that way or not. Or, is each one going to be able to do it? It's just based on the variant that you like, it's just, they're all going to look a little bit differently. So I'm actually kind of curious about it. I'm actually more intrigued than I originally was, with the Strider in particular. But, I'll throw it out to you guys. Is there a creature? Obviously, not everyone say the Shadow Mane. We're all happy about the Shadow Mane, and we're excited for that thing. But besides the Shadow Mane, is there any creature that you guys are pleasantly surprised that they're going in that direction? Is there any creature that you guys are really, really excited about? Besides the Shadow Mane, we all know we're excited for the Shadow Mane. Is there any other creature you guys are excited about? The Noglin, okay. Yeah, so the Noglin, I'm interested too in. I wonder. So, here's my question, and I think who was it? Someone put out one. What am I looking for? Let me start there. Why not have wood railings? Oh, fence foundation. Oh, wood railings. Oh, okay. That's where they were. Okay, so my question with the Noglin, well, I guess the Noglin and the Strider, is, they mentioned it today, that the Strider, will require you to kind of hack into the system. So, is it going to be like Verizon, oh my god, Horizon, what was that game called? Horizon New Dawn or whatever, the one where, you play as the girl, you travel through the entire, like, mechanical world thing, and there's that big giraffe looking thing. I remember watching a few, like, playthroughs of it. I don't Horizon New Dawn, maybe, was it called? Is the Strider going to be like that, where you have to manually go in and actually hack into the thing? Is it going to be based on you, or do you need the Noglin to do it? Because the Noglin's supposed to be able to kind of mind control. So would a Noglin be the prerequisite in order to get yourself a Strider? Would you have to have a high-level Noglin, basically, or put levels into a, I don't know, maybe the Noglin has, like, a new stat, like mind control stat, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm actually kind of curious on where, if there's going to be a correlation between the two, or is it going to be just based on you specifically hacking into the system, kind of similar to whatever that game was called. I think it's Horizon New Dawn. I could be wrong. I feel like it's called Horizon New Dawn. I think I need a few more. Nope, let's not punch. I need a few more wooden railings, I think. You know what, at this point, let me start making... How many walls do I have now? I have more than enough walls. I'll probably need at least 2 of these. So I'll just make those now. Let's get a ladder going. Maybe a couple ladders. Because I'm going to need them to start, like, lining stuff up. Which I'll show you guys, too, kind of how I line my stuff inside of a base and whatnot. So we'll kind of go over that at this in a little bit, too. I think I'll just make 10 wooden frames for now, because we'll need those eventually. I'm not going to do storage or anything, because that's more internal, so we won't bother with Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, Horizon New Dawn. Oh my god. Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah, I didn't know if it's going to be like that, where kind of like your character, you end up hacking into like the big giraffe-looking thing. I think it's to be able to almost increase the land size that you can cover or something like that. I don't know if it's going to be like that, or you would need the Brain Eater dude or the Noglin, basically, in order to get yourself the Strider. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in the Maulwing. I feel like the Maulwing could be more of a PvP type of thing. Or they make it may do like a new hacking skill thing. That could be something too. So not really sure where they're going in that direction, but I'm definitely intrigued on that. Let's see. But yeah, the Maulwing, the fly trap I think is going to be cool too. And I mentioned it on the last stream. I think what you might have to do with that guy is, I have a feeling you're going to have to kill the Venus flytrap, basically. I don't remember what name they gave it, so I'm just going to call it the Venus flytrap, because that's pretty much what it is. You're going to have to just naturally kill it, and then it's going to give you its, like, seed. Then you go to your base, you plant it, and then you're good to go. You know what I mean? So what I'm actually doing now is I'm actually just putting up a little bit of a porch area here. Nothing too big, but I always feel like with, like, houses in the woods and everything like that, I guess I gotta make one more. Oh, I thought I had more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I only made 5. Okay. So I gotta make one more for that. And the way that I actually have it done is I actually pressed Y to make it come in a little bit, because I never feel like railings are right on the edge. Kind of like what we did with the actual house here. Like, I feel like this just looks a little more realistic. Wherever your railing is, there's always a little lip of concrete or wood, whatever you're doing. Like, just in, like, I mean, you can see it all around, like, if you look outside, if you have a railing, like, at your house or anything like that, you'll see that there's always a little bit of, like, concrete or whatever left over on the side. So, I don't know, I try to keep it as, like, realistic as possible, if you will. Let's go here. Let's get one more of those guys. Where is... Up here, that's why. Let's see, wooden railing, just want to make one. And I'm kind of stuck on what to make at this point. But let's get kind of everything else in my inventory. I think we'll start with changing up the walls to windows too. If you guys don't know too, so let me kind of jump out here for a second and show you guys. So basically this is just what the normal one is, and as you guys can see, it's almost like hanging off the edge. Like, to me, that's just obviously not realistic on how a railing would actually be, so we'll just do that. And then I'm just going to press Y just to kind of push it in a little bit. So, alright, so now windows. Windows is always interesting to me. Let's see, what are we kind of thinking? Because it does look a little... I never want to put too many windows, but I feel like at least a window here. Alright, let's see how you look. Or more windows to the end, so basically it'll be another window in there, and then we'll do another window in there too. Oh, and we have a moose. 20. Nah. You know, let me put these in. Oops. I can always get rid of them and change it up. I usually like to put them in the front and everything just to give some natural light here. I usually never do windows up here or anything like that on that second one, because to be honest, you're not really getting a lot of natural... I don't know, it just looks a little wonky to me. Alright, let's see what we're going to do next here. So I do want to start with the roof and everything, but I think what I want to do is I want to go one more level up. And the reason is, if I go one more level up and start the... whatchamacallit there, the slanty one there, then it's 2 more foundations here, which makes it a total of 4 floors. Yeah, we're going to do that. So just to kind of show you what we're doing here, let's go up. I did that right. Okay, good. And that's kind of our house, basically. So let's put... Actually, let's do this to the other side before we do anything else. I'm going to need a few more... There we go. Alright, Reshby, have a good one. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Oops. And there we go. Oh, I'm gonna need a few more. 1, 2. Alright, let's go make a few more things here. Left, so I'm gonna need 2 lefts and then 2 rights. I'm gonna need a few more walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 10 walls? Do I have any already in my inventory? I do not, so I need a total of 10. Five, 10. And then what I'm thinking after this is, obviously, we're just going to set up like the little shack and everything here, but we also do have to worry about water here. So what's nice about this map is, yes, we're not near water, and I'm going to be honest, I am not putting a pipe all the way like out in that water and bringing a pipe all the way here. We're not doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit interesting. We're actually going to make a water tower. So the idea is that I'm going to make almost like, I'm going to probably push it a little further out. So it's kind of realistic. It's not like right on top of the house, it's a little further away. But basically, it's almost going to be like a rain catcher, if you will. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes pretty well, because I personally never made them before, but I feel like on this map it just makes sense, because it rains every, like, couple minutes on this map. So it's like every, I would say about 15-ish minutes. I didn't notice, too, what I actually really like about this location is... right there. So it's a little hard for you guys to see on your screen, I think, but let's kind of look right there. So if you guys don't know, that is actually the boss fight up there. So what's nice about the center is this is the only map where you can actually visibly see the actual boss arena from the normal world. So it's not like on the island where you get transported to the dragon fight, you get transported to the broodmother and stuff, and you never really see it unless you finally get inside of the tech cave. Then you actually do end up seeing the 3 arenas, but they're not visible on the map or anything. But on this map, interestingly, you can see where you're going to end up fighting the boss, which is kind of cool. Actually, I'm not going to wait for metal. The only reason behind that is... it's just going to take a while, honestly, to do, because we need a ton of cementing paste, I think, also to make those. And we just don't... I just don't know really where the beavers and stuff are here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a lot of... I'm just going to make a lot of the stone ones. Yes, I know the metal ones hold a lot more, but to be honest, with time and everything like that I'm going to be putting into it, like, it's just easier to just do all... stone, honestly, and having a decent amount of them, like, even if we make, like, 10, it'll be, oh, in time to upgrade them. Yeah, definitely, no, I'll definitely upgrade them at a later time. Yeah, for right now, it'll just be stone, but yeah, we'll do that upgrade at a later point. Let's see if I have these right now. So they do have to go on this. Okay, so let's see. So you go here, and you go here. And then now we're going to do the right side. Yep. Alright, there we go. Very simple house. 5x4. Nothing too crazy. To be honest, this actually, even though it looks very small, you can actually utilize this pretty well, room-wise and everything. We are going to add a second floor to this, obviously, which is why I went 3 to 4 up. Because basically, let's take out the pointer again. This is the first wall, that's the second wall, third wall, fourth wall. Okay. We're actually going to put ceiling along the second to third here. So it gives us enough room here to place anything we want to on the first floor, but still giving us enough room on the second floor to be able to move around, set up a almost loft area, like a bedroom basically. Up here we can also put some storage up here and whatnot too. We'll do a normal staircase. I don't know yet with the staircase actually, because staircases do take up a lot of room. I don't really like the spiral staircase if I'm going to be honest, so probably what I'll do is I'll probably just do a ladder just straight up, because it's not really, not the end of the world. It doesn't look the best, but it's fine. It is what it is. Alright, so as you guys can see, it's looking a little boxier, but what we'll do is we'll add some windows in and everything like that, and then at a later time, what I'm going to end up doing is, each one of these windows will end up with greenhouse windows in them. Well, greenhouse, like the little window that goes inside of these, just to give it a little bit of an extra thing. I don't really like, at least with this style, like, just putting a greenhouse wall in, it just doesn't really look, I don't know. I know that looks a little boxy and everything, but overall, like, I really, really like how the piney look kind of comes out and everything, and there are a couple colors that look really, really nice with it, basically. Like, if you have the spray painter, like, even with the sun and everything right there, like, that's pretty cool. I just realized, what time is it? Oh, God, it's 16:46. Okay. Anywho, it's going to get dark here in a little bit. That's what I'm a little worried about. Of course, streaming, and it's going to be dark. Okay, so, anyways, let's see here. But overall, what you can actually do is, if you do have, like, if you do have, like, that spray painting thing that you can make, get the color cantaloupe and put the color cantaloupe on the actual wood here, like this stuff, and then put like a darker brown on this, and it comes out really nice, basically. I could definitely do a wraparound porch, 100%. So what do we mean, all the way around? I don't know if I would go all the way around, but maybe I would go to, like, maybe I would kind of end it, like, here and use this as, like, a doorway to get in. Like, another way of getting in kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this for now, but we can always add to it and everything. This is just kind of getting the build done, and then we can kind of add a little more TLC to it, if you will. So now what we have to do is we have to get a ton of ceilings. That's what we have to do, because we have to start working on the second floor. So let's do this. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of... I don't really have a lot of materials to make ceilings, so let's... Yeah, I can only make 3. Okay, so Mammoth, we're out again. Let's go. Alright, also too, guys, how is the stream holding up on your side? Like, are we looking okay? Is there any lag? Is the not only visuals but audio okay? Because obviously this is a test stream also, so I kind of need to know if everything's looking good and whatnot there too. Stream is great, stream's been awesome. Okay, cool. Audio quality's been okay. Visual quality's okay. Everything good so far? Okay, awesome. Alright, so next thing here, this is going to be a little bit tough because I got to do it this way, which is kind of... Now let's do THA for thatch. Woo for wood. Alright, let's get some stuff going here. Alright, so we do have a couple choices. We can do... Ivan, have a good one. We can do... Well, we're going to do sloped roof, obviously. We can do all wood, or, I mean, we can technically do thatch. I always like doing thatch, just because it gives it that nice, like, earthy color. Let's do this. Let's kind of compare. Actually, no. Let's not talk about the roof yet. We got to do ceilings first. Let's not worry about roof. Well, you guys could start figuring that out if we're going to be doing a, if you guys think it would look nicer with a wooden roof, so it's going to be wooden, like the wooden slats, basically, or doing the thatch. I do like the thatch because it just gives it a nice, like, earthier tone, or at least I feel like it does. But I do feel like the fact that because we're using the pine and everything, the darker on the actual darker color on the wood might look actually really nice. So how do you, okay, so yes, okay, so here's a question here. All right, let's try that again because I'm struggling with words right now. Let me have a quick drink. All right. Let's try that again. Okay, question. How do you stay motivated to play Ark? Like, I get burned out after 2 weeks. Yeah, so it's definitely tough to stay motivated. Which is why, too, like, you guys have seen it on this channel, like, to be honest, I think I've done a total of, like, five plus Ark series so far on this channel, because, yeah, some of them is I get burned out. And the reason is that sometimes we end up getting... It's not over-leveling, it's just you kind of look at the situation. It's a little bit tough. You kind of look at the situation and realize that whether you're over-leveled or whether you're under-leveled with higher-level, like, dinos and stuff like that, and then going from there, it definitely does get a little demotivating at that point, but I would say, first of all, kind of stick with a task for that day. So, firstly, I would say, like, usually the first episode that you start out with, like, I'm just going to talk like if I was doing recordings and whatnot. So usually my first episode, I will only do up to building a base, and that's it. And the reason is because then you just get a little too, you do a little too much too fast, and then you end up, long story short, like, you do end up getting burnt out, basically. Don't go for higher level dinos right away. Like, start out with the lower, scrappier dinos. So, like, your first dino shouldn't be a Pteranodon or Argent. Your first tame should really be like a Dodo, a Lystro, a Shoulder Pet, you know, something a little lower leveled, and kind of force yourself to stay further back, you know what I mean? Because you'll have some days where you'll want to do all this progress, and then you almost do too much where you're kind of just burnt out, and then that's kind of it. So I would say keep the tasks small, make a goal for yourself each day, and don't go too much further than whatever the goal is. So, like, if your goal is to make a house, make the house, and then that's it, log off. Like, that's it, you're done for the day. Like, because if you end up doing too much, you just end up burning yourself out for that reason. Like, even in the last, I'm gonna be honest, even in this main series, the main series that we're doing right now has been doing great, but I'm gonna be honest, probably 5 episodes in, I was ready to kind of call it quits and start over, because we did get a Crystal Wyvern within 5 episodes, honestly. And that was a little bit tough to kind of get myself through that, which is why I think you guys probably noticed this. Once we got the Crystal Wyvern, we kind of started to step a little bit back. Like, we started taming, like, smaller dinos and everything like that, and that's really the reason behind it, was that I was actually getting to the point that, like, I don't know if the series is working out because we kind of did a little too fast, and then it becomes too easy. And I think that's why people do get burnt out, is you do get a part... or like the S2F series, yes. Yeah, so like some of them where, like, I don't know, like, if you level up too fast, if you end up taming higher dinos than you, I'm going to put it this way, if you tame a higher dino than you deserve, you're going to get burnt out, because then everything's a little too easy. You know what I mean? So make it harder on yourself. Put a goal in for yourself each day, and just stick to your goal, and that's it. And I would say that's going to be for single-player PvE. For PvP, I have no tips, because I don't play PvP. But, so what I'm doing in here is, though, I'm trying to figure out which way I want the planks to go. So to give you an idea, yeah, I'll do it like this, because I could still pick them up. There's 2 different options, basically. So if you're looking at these planks, they're kind of going long ways, right? And then you have these that are going sideways. So... the problem is, usually when I have the walls facing the other way, yeah, lower XP too, obviously, really, really helps too, because that just helps with the grind. I'm thinking I like the walls this way, actually. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm gonna go with this way. I'm kind of feeling this. But yeah, so when it comes to making sure that you don't level too fast, obviously, don't. And I think I did this in this series too. This was another mistake. Don't go out and do pretty much like an explorer note run, like get yourself 2 or 3 explorer notes, and then just craft yourself a ton of narcotics, because levels just go through the roof for that. Don't do that. Don't do that either, because that's just too much, honestly. But overall, take your time with it. That's the beauty of single player. That's the beauty of PvE. You can take your time with your builds. You can take your time with your tames. If you feel like you didn't progress that much in this day, that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's not a competition. It's not a race or anything to get done quicker. It's more of the experience the entire time. I do feel like, too, what also helps out is, someone did mention it in the comments before, too, name your dinos. Naming your dinos is huge. Like, I mentioned it in the last stream, the first stream, like, I never realized, and it's kind of funny, because you guys actually brought up a dino that hasn't been around for, like, 6+ months now, and it kind of proves that point, that, like, if something dies, and it's just named Mesopithecus, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're just like, it's another dino, whatever. But when Second Best died, like, I'm still upset by that. I'm still upset with Second Best dying, even though I hated Second Best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just gives you that more personal feel to the game and everything, which definitely just gives you a whole new level of enjoyment with it and everything. So I know that was a really, really long answer. I hope that answered your question. So just to kind of wrap it up in a nice bow, keep it personal. Do like names and stuff like that, and pick a name that's good for you. Don't like go on to, I know, rest in peace, Second Best. Don't pick a name. Don't go on to Dodo Decks and then like look up the name ideas there, because you're not going to appreciate the creature. Whatever, like, when I, like, saw Berry, like, I just looked at well, it's a little tough, I can't move right now. Like, when I looked at Berry, I saw blue and pink, and I'm like, oh, that's like berries. So, I went with Berry, you know what I mean? Which isn't really a name you would ever give a mammoth, but because of the color scheme and everything, boom, we just ended up naming it Berry, and now we have Very Berry. So just keep the names personal. That'll definitely help with the, with not feeling like it's a grind and stuff like that. Start out slow, make yourself goals, and just stick to your goal, and that's pretty much it. And take your time with it. It's no need to rush. That's the beauty of single player, is that you can take a couple of days to get up to level 40, or you can take a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years. It doesn't really make a difference. It's about your pace, not really having to worry about PvP and people raiding your base and stuff like that. I don't know. Hopefully that answers the question. So actually, that brings me to another question for you guys. So, like, obviously, you guys are talking about how, like, taming a raptor and everything. Usually raptor, let's be honest, is one of your first tames. Basically, like, one of your first carnivore tames, right? So, because it's right on the beach, it's either that or, like, a dillo, let's be honest. Do you think Genesis Part 2 is going to have a new creature that could overtake that role, if that makes sense? So what do you think your first starter, you know what, actually, scratch that entire question. What do you think your first starter team is going to be on Genesis Part 2? Let's go with that. And Wolf, should you buy Arc right now or wait for it to go on sale? If it's full price right now, I would say no. Wait. Here's the reason. So obviously, because, to be honest, I think Arc would be on sale right now, if I'm not mistaken, because I feel like they would try to get you to buy the game or buy like the expansion passes all before Genesis Part 2 comes out. If it's regular price right now, I don't know. I feel like it would go on sale right at launch of Genesis 2, but I could be wrong. It could be more like... It could end up being more like just the Genesis Pass goes on sale, not ARC specifically. So, if not right now, if... Okay, so the sale ended on the 8th, so they were doing something. Okay, I feel like they always do to kind of hype up a map. Speaking of hyping up a map, has anyone, I feel like it might be a little bit too early to do this. They're probably going to start on the next few days, but, oh yeah, no, we have an entire other week. Okay, never mind. Okay, so scratch that. I was going to ask, like, has anyone seen a countdown or anything? Because they always do, like, ARC countdowns before, before a new map comes out, but no, we're still a little whiles away. But yeah, Sabers are good. I feel like it depends where you spawn for a Saber to be your first tame. I don't know. I always end up taming like a Parasaur as the first tame, honestly, because I feel like narcotics are like the biggest thing to get right at the beginning of the game. Like that's when you're looking for that's when you're really looking to get into the narcotics phase, Shrank Arrow phase, that kind of thing. So usually my first tame always ends up being like a Parasaur, unless there's a shoulder pet nearby that's like too good to be true kind of thing. What was I even making here? I'm kind of getting lost here. Oh, I need a hatch. I need a hatch door frame. Yeah, an Equus is a great beginning tame, though, honestly. If you... Like, I love doing this in all the series. I think I've pretty much done this. Usually what I'll end up doing is after the first episode where, like, you spawn in, I make the base, you know, that kind of thing, I always end up seeing myself go into Ragnarok and getting myself an Equus over in the, what is that area called? The Highlands, honestly. Like, I love the Equus. The Equus is one of my favorite creatures in the game, period. And even though they are coming out with, like, the Genesis, the X-Gen Equus and everything, like, I don't know. I just still feel like the regular Equus over on Ragnarok in the beautiful Highlands area is just... I don't know. So, you know what? I take that back. My first tame is usually an Equus too, then, because I freaking love that thing. But, yeah, an Equus is a great tame to have, especially for narcotic production and stuff like that, especially once you get a saddle on it. Like, they're really good. And they're good to knock out creatures with, too. Like, if you get a nice high-level one, and you keep bumping up its melee, like, you can use the buck attack, like the buck kick attack, to actually cause torpor to your dinos, dinos you're trying to tame. So, it's definitely a good process to, like, knock out stuff. But, yeah, you can definitely do the trike and, like, the wooden box idea and just hope that it doesn't, like, break out. Just hope it doesn't break the thing before you can knock it out and everything like that. A pack of Dilos and riding a Moshaps. Oh my god. Let's see what else. All right, wait. I gotta keep building here. I can't get back into this 3 hours of just talking to you guys, which has been great. But I did promise you guys that we would build a house, and we're halfway done. Okay, what am I looking for here? I'm looking for the hatch frame. Hatch frame. There it is. Wooden hatch frame. There we go. Let's see here. Hatch frame. Now this thing's always tricky, this hatch frame. Because you have to put it on the right way, and it's so awkward putting this thing on. You know what? I'm gonna put everything else away. I'm just gonna hold on to the hatch frame for a second. I know we're kind of going back and forth with this at all times, but let's see here. So, hatch frame. There's a way to do this. I always forget. So, let's see what this way is. No. No. I want it the opposite way. Let's pick you up. And now we'll stand this way. And try it this way. And now if I put that... Let's see. Yes. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, sweet. So let's get back down there. Now we can put another ladder. So now we have access to the second floor. Come on. Thank you. Oh, access to the second floor. And now pretty much we just put the roof on. So now we actually have to start talking about the roof. Can I see your imprint settings? Yeah, I think I could. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to the imprint settings and all that kind of stuff, I'm horrible at it. Like mine doesn't line up correctly. I do get 100% like imprints and stuff like that, but like, it's really off. It doesn't like match up to the timer or anything like that. Like usually per tame, every single time I do a one imprint, I get 25 to 35% like right away. So I end up having like 100% tames. Usually, with it's probably at less than 50% already grown up, and I'm already at 100. So to be honest, I would probably recommend if you are looking for good imprint settings, imprint hatching, like the whole group, everyone knows kind of like what the group of it is. Look up Flinger Foos specifically because he actually did the work behind it and the actual math to figure out how to have the perfect imprint setting for the maturation speed and the hatching speed and all that. I think it's like 30, 42, and 1.1, but you'd have to check out his video, honestly. So that's where I would send you because mine is totally off. I'm going to be honest, and I've never done the math or anything for it. So I would say probably not going to recommend my imprint settings and stuff like that personally. I'm trying to find the Thyla right now on the island. Yeah, so with Thylas are a little interesting on the island because they're only in the Redwoods, and I hate going in the Redwoods, period. Like, this is the closest I'll ever get to the Redwoods, is our house. Yeah, I usually for Thylas, I'll go over to Ragnarok and literally go all the way down to the desert area because they're out in the open, and then literally just you can do it with a wooden raft. So actually make a wooden raft, kind of guide yourself down there, and make your raft like a taming raft, and you can actually get the Thylas to come on the boat basically, using like stairs and stuff like that, and then you can kind of shoot it and trap it like that. The other option is I usually end up just having a Argent at that point anyways. So I end up using the Argent, kind of making a trap, and then kind of just dropping them into the trap each time. But yeah, that was a really, really good. But yeah, the island's always a little interesting trying to get them because there's just so much bad things in the Redwoods too that it'll end up getting killed. Like, if you find a good one, like, you better be able to tame it, like, right then because you're never going to find it again, honestly. Or it's just coming out of the tree at you, and it's going to end up killing you. So yeah. Give me 1 second, though, guys. Getting a phone call, okay? So I'm going to pause this. I will be back in a second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's just make sure everything's still going. You guys can still hear me and everything. Alright, cool. So we are going again. Okay, let's see here. So what do I actually need? I need to do... okay, so now we're talking the roof. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make one thatch, and we're going to make one normal, which I don't think I actually have unlocked either. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's get the sloped roof right here, which looks like the ceiling always, so it kind of like always throws me off. So I gotta look for not wooden ceiling, I need sloped wooden roof. Like, I wish they kind of made the design a little bit different on that, so you kind of know what you're looking at, because it gets really confusing. Like, I don't have a ceiling to show you, but that looks like the normal oh, I do, okay. Yeah, so like, without the names and stuff, I think I press this. Yeah, so this gets rid of the names and stuff like that. But, like, that's the sloped wooden roof, and that's just the ceiling. So, like, you wouldn't really know it. If you guys ever want to toggle the names or anything like that, and you're playing on console, just press down your, the one that makes you move. That joystick, basically. Just press that when you're on that screen, and it'll either toggle it or it'll turn it off. So that's pretty much how you do it. Yeah, I think thatch is gonna look okay too, honestly. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a thatch and a... Yeah, I guess we'll do it this way. That's fine. We'll kind of set up a thatch here, and if it is what it is, and of course I just did a wooden ceiling. There is another look that I'm kind of interested in if we do go thatch. So let's see kind of how that looks. I'm a little worried it's going to get dark here real soon, too. Where's the Argent? Argent. Okay, there we go. Nah, we're going to go with option number 3, which is the thatch, but we're also going to do a little bit of implementing a little bit of wood in there, and you guys will see in a minute kind of what I'm going to do here. It was something I actually saw that Aaron Longstaff did, and it actually looks really nice at the end, or at least I think it does. Basically, long story short, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up thatch first, but then I'm actually going to put a wooden stair under it, so it's going to give that little bit of a it's going to give an interesting look, let's put it that way. So right now it's currently 7:22 p.m. here, so I'm on the East Coast, which is actually why I did want to ask you guys. So obviously we are going to be doing more streaming in the future and everything like that, and the only reason why I picked 6 p.m. today for me was just because we did that last time. But what is a good time for everyone? Like, what are we kind of thinking time-wise? So we know, like, so I'm not having some of you guys here at 2:20 in the morning, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I want to throw out to you guys. Like, what time, and make sure you tell me, like, what it is, East Coast and stuff like that, too, because I'll obviously, if you guys are telling me, oh, you should do it at 6 p.m. West Coast, then I gotta figure out what that's East Coast, which it should be 3. I think it's a 3-hour difference, but I think you guys get what I mean. I'm gonna make 30 of the thatch roofs though right now, to start with that. But let's see. So yeah, it's 4:23 in West Coast. Yeah, so it's a 3-hour difference basically. Okay, so it's the other way around. Okay, that's right. Duh. So it's later here, earlier out there. Got it. Okay. But maybe what we'll do is, instead of worrying about it on a stream, what we'll end up doing is I'll probably put out like a, I'll do a couple of polls for you guys on the channel to kind of figure out what time is best for everyone. To kind of figure out where this is going to be. Also, too, like, what day of the week works for everyone? Because, like, we did the last one on Wednesday, and obviously today is Saturday. Today is Saturday, right? already losing my mind. Today might be Friday. No, today is Saturday. I think the last stream we did on Wednesday. I think. So I don't know if it's better to do it on the weekends or the weekdays. Weekdays, people might be more available. Or weekends, maybe more people are available. I'm not really sure. So I think what I'll probably do is in the next stream of, in the next string of polls to you guys, it'll be questions about what day of the week should I be streaming, what time works for everyone, that kind of thing, so I get an idea. So so I am able basically to get a lot of more people watching this. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I also wanted to ask you guys, again, this is going to be another poll, because I'm going to be killing the channel in polls in the next week or two, guys, so I do apologize, but it's just the best way for me to get info to you guys and questions. Also, I totally forgot, we have a Discord now, so I can actually check the Discord and put all the stuff up on there, which I will do also. But here's the other thing. Let's see. Sorry I'm late. What I missed? Oh, you missed a lot. Yeah, so I'll put the Discord link in the chat again. I did it at the beginning. Let's throw that again. So, Demon 1K. So, biggest thing you missed is that, I think you were here for the last stream when I mentioned that we were going to be making a Discord. The Discord has officially been made, so the link is there. You can join the Discord. Pretty much I just kind of made the profile, made the server, and called it a day, so I don't really know. I'll need your guys' help with, like, actually building it up and whatnot, but for now it's done. It's there. So you can actually join it and everything like that. And then after that, we kind of just I've been working on this house basically here, because I actually wanted to give you guys content too, along with the build, along with the stream. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing so far here. Nothing too crazy. But my question to you guys is, do you guys want streams? Actually, let me reword this. When it comes to streaming, should we be doing streams like this, where it's a build on Ark, that kind of thing? If I'm going to be doing breeding on Ark, you know, stuff that takes a while to do, but at least you guys get to see the behind... Oh, God. You guys get to see the behind the scenes, basically, of stuff that I do in between the episodes. Like, is that something that we want? Or, the other option is, what if we just did a streaming series of something? So a different game... doesn't matter, whatever, you know, just do a different game, and that's just a streaming series, period. That's all we do, is just do a series in, I don't know, let's just say Subnautica, for example, right? Do Subnautica, but it's streamed only, and it's one day a week. Let's just say it's Saturday, Sunday, whatever day works, and that's it. That's the series. It's streaming Subnautica Sundays, you know, that kind of thing. So what are we thinking? Is it going to be... Are we more interested in me doing... Yeah, I do like the thatch, actually. I really like the thatch. Are we more interested in doing streaming for stuff that I have to do in between episodes for Ark, so you guys get to see the behind the scenes of me doing the grinding, me building up houses, adding stuff onto homes, that kind of thing. The breeding is in between episodes usually a lot, because it just takes a lot of time to do that, so you guys kind of get to see behind the scenes on that. So what are we kind of leaning towards? Or if there's another option, then throw the other option out there, definitely. I'm not saying it's just those two. Those are just the two that come to mind for me. So... what are we kind of feeling a little bit more towards at this point? You can create bots to manage it, and definitely... I can what? Oh, I can create, like, bots and stuff that, for Discord, so I'm not doing all the work? Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, so... All right, so I'll definitely have to learn how to do that, but that definitely helps with Discord if I'm able to do that, like actually create bots and stuff like that to like organize that kind of stuff, because yeah, it was seeming like it was going to be a hard task to do kind of on my own, but like yeah, no, that would be great. That would be absolutely awesome. Okay, but so behind the scenes is kind of what we're looking. Well, we have one vote so far. Behind the scenes though, looks like that is ahead. Oh, and I can make specific rooms for each. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I think Discord's gonna be fun. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay. Will I ever buy a PS5? I will not, because I have an Xbox Series X. There's no reason for me to get a PS5, honestly. Because yes, there are certain games that just come with the PS5, like PlayStation as a company. There's some games that only come with Xbox. But personally, I already have the one console. I've always been an Xbox person. So I probably would never stray from that. So probably not with the PS5 ever. And plus, there's still a shortage. Like, it's impossible to get them anyways. Along with the Xbox, obviously. But I just happen to be very lucky in the beginning of all this. And I ended up actually getting one, which was a hassle to do, believe me. But I was very, very lucky to actually get it at the time that I did, honestly. But yeah, I think when, obviously I'm asking you guys a lot of questions and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a lot of polls with this kind of stuff too. So like, because again, we only do have, well, it doesn't really tell me how many. So we have a total of 21 concurrent viewers. So I assume those are people, I guess maybe there's 21 that are actually here right now. I'm not exactly sure. 21, 22 people. So obviously this channel's almost 2,000 subscribers, so there are a lot of votes that aren't being taken into account here. So probably I would do, this is when you're going to start seeing a lot of polls from me. You're going to start seeing a lot of that kind of stuff too. So obviously I kind of want to get your insight from these live streams, talking about like if we're going to do come on, do the thingy, come on, you always work for me, come on, come on. You're not working right now. So, like, almost, yeah, like, basically, long story short, I kind of want to get your guys' insight right now, but I will be doing more polls and everything like that. So definitely, everything that I'm asking in these, why is it not working? It's supposed to work. It always does this. I feel like that's okay. No, that's not okay. It's the one funny thing with Ark, like, it's always kind of finicky when you're trying to do these certain things. I feel like I've done this so many times though, so I don't know why it's giving me, like, I did this on Extinction. And I'm supposed to just be able to snap it, like, right to there, but it's going this way. It's not giving me that option, and I don't know why. No. No, there's definitely... Come on. Why would it snap there anyways? That doesn't make sense. Like, why would that be a thing? Anyways. Okay. Let's see. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Alright, I do have another way of I think I do have another way of doing it. Let's do this. Alright, let's do a little bit of figuring out here. We're gonna build a few more things than I would like to build, but it is what it is. Actually, we have some window frames. That's actually perfect. Give me that. Window frames will work. Get me up there. Unless it's the other way around. Unless I actually have to build the... No, definitely not. Alright, so let's put a window frame... Oh, it's not gonna work either. Shoot. So I wonder if I have to do it like this. Okay, so where is the middle? Middle's here. Alright, maybe I have to do it this way? I don't feel like I ever had to do it this way, but maybe I do. Seems kind of weird. But okay. What if I do it like that? And I do the stairs. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I should not... No, I've never had to do it this way, though. But this is kind of the idea. All right, let me pick you up, please. Yes. All right, so the idea is that it gives that kind of look. And I wonder if now I can... Of course I can't. Okay. Let's go outside and see if it shows any of a difference there, just so you guys can see. Let's get rid of this, too, because that might... And it's raining. Perfect. Okay. Aw. Didn't really do it on the outside. Shoot. I thought there was a way to do this. I did it over on Extinction. I definitely did this. Alright, well I guess it's a look that's just going to be looking on the inside. It is what it is. No big deal. I kind of like it though. It gives it almost like that, like... Unless I had to do it the other way, which is you put down the roof first, so you do the sloped roof first, then you put the thatch on top of it, basically. It's not the end of the world. I'll do it this way. It's fine. Do that. I wonder, though... No, I'd have to do this again. Alright, let's go like this, go like this, put you down, put you there. And rinse and repeat. Oh. But yeah, I know. This doesn't actually do anything with the build or anything like that. It just, to me, that just gives it a nicer look. Like, it just looks a little more natural. I don't know. I just kind of like the wood incorporated into it, basically. So that's my own kind of thing with it. Don't do that. Let's kind of back it up. Yep. Now, I wonder if I could do both sides. That would actually be kind of good. Let's see. Come on. There we go. There we go. Get over to this side. And there we go. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. I just got to pick the stuff up. Alright. That's 2. So now... Oh, this is going to be a tough one because of the hatch frame. Let's do this side first. Okay. That actually was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright. Now this side's going to be the problem. Of course, come on. It's right there. I only have 30 seconds. Come on. Okay. Now I'm going to have to do it this way. Come on. Pick up. Pick up. And the reason why I'm picking them up and putting it down again is I don't want to waste the product, so I'm just... I just need to basically get these down in 30 seconds, basically. Come on. Right there. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Oh. Okay. No. Window wall. Yes, that's what I want. And then you. Alright, so we are here. 1, 2, 3, and rinse and repeat. And rinse and repeat on this side. So as you guys could see, we're not even, you know, we're barely, I would say we're more than halfway done with the actual house. Now this is not putting stuff into the house or anything yet, actually designing it. And we're at 1 hour and 38 minutes. So, which is why I don't like actually recording builds and stuff like that, because it just takes so long to do, honestly. Like, if I had to edit all this at the end and everything, oh my god, it would just be a nightmare. So, I think maybe for builds and stuff in the future, if you guys are really interested in seeing, like, the builds and everything that I do, we may do that as, like, a stream, too, you know, that kind of thing. But, like, overall, this is why I don't usually record this kind of stuff because just it takes a while to do, honestly. And again, this is just the house. Like we haven't put stuff in here yet. We haven't went out to get the materials for a smithy. We haven't went out to get the materials for the refining forges, for the like industrial grill, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, I'm using OBS Streamlabs this time, and I'm really actually liking it so far. We haven't had any lagging or any like that issues. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, if everything goes well with this one, like if OBS Streamlabs does well on this, we don't have any hiccups, anything like that, then I'll buy into their Prime thing that they do, which is a lot of streamers actually use this, where they have the widgets. So like if there's a new subscriber, it'll pop up and be like, it does that little like notification thing, and it comes up on the screen, and everyone knows that someone subscribed to the channel, you know, that kind of thing. And there's other things too, for like they do the little thing that lets you know that X and Y donated $5 to the channel, you know, that kind of crap. So so yeah, I definitely would buy into this. 1855. It's gonna get dark soon. That's gonna be a bit tough trying to stream here. All right, let's see. But overall, like, it's been good so far. Like, I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, obviously, if you guys were here earlier today, I was having a couple issues with it. So, yes, like on Twitch. So basically, well, the channel that's not supposed to be named, apparently. So, yeah, so like on Twitch, if you see, like, a channel gets a subscriber or gets like a donation or anything like that, it always pops up like there's something that happens. Yeah, that's just all widgets and stuff in the background. They're actually, most of them are using Streamlabs, or at least the few that I've seen, because like I've noticed the widgets that they're using, because I can, you know, I can buy into the same ones that they're using, and I've actually already found a few that I actually really, really like. So I already have kind of an idea of how it would look and everything. Now, I'm not sure how it incorporates on YouTube, but I'll kind of have to figure that out, too, before I actually buy into the program here. So I'm thinking Windows on... It's got to be Windows on this side, too. I just don't know if I want both first floor and second floor. So kind of like this. It would be here and here, basically. And then also here and here. Because that's the second floor at this point. I don't usually put them on the ceiling. I don't usually put them on the higher one, because I just feel like it's not... I don't know. It's... Not that it's not realistic. I guess it is kind of realistic, because sometimes you have the windows that are really, really tall. You know what I mean? I think we're going to start down here, though. And just do this. And the really scary thing is if I put these guys in the wrong way... So let's just say by mistake I put this in the wrong way. Then I need to, like, then I need to actually bring out another ceiling, put the ceiling here, and redo the wall, because then I can't get the correct snap point back. So that's where I mean sometimes art gets a little tricky when it comes to building. Like, once you know the mechanics of the build and everything like that, then you can kind of go a little bit more crazy with it and whatever, and you can get very creative. And honestly, like, I will say, everything that I've done with the builds, this is all Aaron Longstaff stuff. Like, this is everything, like, he's taught on streams, on, he actually does a tips video, too, where he goes over, like, quick little tips and stuff like that. Like, all this stuff's on there, honestly. Like, like I said before, like, he's definitely the best builder, period, out there. Like, the stuff that he does is incredible. The attention to detail, like, even this is just... This was from him. Like, this isn't me thinking this. This is just an idea that he originally implemented and put onto YouTube. Like, the idea of that just looks incredible, honestly. So, like, you know what we could do? My voice cracked there a little bit. I got a little excited for this. We could put a porch out here. Like, we could do a porch up on top, basically. I don't want to break this yet, because I feel like then that's going to break, so I don't really want to do that. But the idea would be that there would be another door here, and then we could kind of do... Remember we were talking about earlier the wraparound porch downstairs? Maybe we could do the wraparound porch on top. How do you guys think that would look? Or we do the wraparound porch downstairs, have this go as far as we want to on here, and then upstairs would just be this setup, basically. So just be... basically, let's get the pointer out. So it would be just a ceiling there, ceiling, 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 and just one out, and that's it. And then on this, this would wrap all the way around, or as far as we want to go, basically. No, I am not from Canada. No, I'm not Canadian or anything. So I am from, originally from New Jersey. Just made the big move down to Wilmington, North Carolina. So, but no, I'm originally from New Jersey. So, no, it's not a Canadian accent. It's a Jersey accent. Which eventually, hopefully, will end up being a little bit more of a southern draw, but it is what it is. But we'll kind of see where that goes in the next few years. But anyways, let's see. So I need to get 2 more. Again, it's all about symmetry and stuff like that here for me. So we're going to put 2 more on this side. And that's going to look good. Let's see. I do kind of want the porch. I do kind of... So... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, actually. What if we did a small porch, almost like a... Okay, so if you ever stayed in the high-rise hotel, basically, and you do actually have a ocean view or anything like that, you basically have a patio, but it's actually really, really small, right? So it's just maybe, let's just say 2 or 3 foundations. So maybe we just do this, like 1, 2, 3 right here, and this would just be our lookout. So our lookout would be this, basic. Well, it's a little tough to see right now because we're not really up there or anything like that. But let's get on the bird, because maybe that'll kind of make this a little bit easier to kind of deal with. Let's just kind of sit on the roof for a second just to get an idea. But let me crouch. Our view would basically be that. Maybe not as much of the... There we go. So kind of like that would be our view from the... Yeah, so that would kind of be the view from upstairs. That's actually not that bad. Okay, a 2 wide lower wraparound porch. 2 wide, I feel like it just comes out a little bit too far, if that makes sense. Oh, I probably should have not done that. Let's get cotton candy down here. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like whenever I do like 2 wides and stuff, it just makes it look a little, look a little too boxy. Or usually what I'll do then is I'll actually keep the stairs here, and I'll do the 2 basically here. So we would do a foundation there, we would do a foundation there, foundation 3, foundation 4, and kind of call it a day. I don't know. All right, you know what? I'm going to go with my gut, and we'll kind of see how it turns out, because, again, another reason why I do not do recordings of my builds, because we've taken about 10... Oh, these trees are back? I'm really surprised. The base is right here. This is looking nice so far. Ooh, I'm really liking it. Okay, anyways. I don't want to knock out these trees, because I actually do like them here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go... we're going to go down this way to get our trees and stuff like that, basically. So let's do this. I mean, 669 wood, and we haven't even leveled... Oh, we haven't even actually leveled her yet. Him. This is a male. We have 10 levels to work with? Oh my god, that's great. Okay, I'm not going to touch that yet. So, here's an idea. And I just thought about this. So we know that Very Berry is very good, levels-wise and whatnot. So how do I get the dinos to be colorful? I ended up taming these during the Easter event, so that's why I had a lot of these crazy colors, and then I ended up breeding the dinos to make sure that the colors I wanted move over to the new dino, basically. So, yeah, that's why you have, like, if you saw, like, the Argent is, like, cotton candy colors everywhere. We have Very Berry, which is pink and blue. We also have the Doedicurus named Retro, which I kind of liked, because it was kind of like that creamy color. I don't know, it just kind of gave me, like, a retro vibe. there. That's why I went with that name. And then obviously Crayola is like the craziest colors that we ever got before, basically. So, Barbarians, I think I answered this question before. Arc Mobile will not be happening. If it does happen, it's going to be a really, really long time. Not looking at it in the near future or anything like that. Personally, I don't play games on my phone or anything like that, so most, I would say probably it's more of a no than a yes. Let's put it that way. So, probably not ever going to be doing that, to be honest. I don't want to lead you guys on or anything like that, but if I'm playing Ark on here and I'm playing it with, obviously we have the Xbox Series X, we have a high quality TV and everything like that, I probably will just stick to Ark on here and no other systems or anything like that, including PC. I just prefer to play Ark on the console here, so yeah. Okay, so let me do my little... We'll kind of go with the wraparound porch in a little bit, but I kind of want to get my idea with the ceilings up here going. So let me get that little project going. Do I want to do a single... Nah, I just want to do a double door up there. So let's do this. I don't need the refined door, the nicer looking door, what we did our front door with. Reinforced, that's what it's called. We're not going to do that. We are going to do a double door, though. Personally, I really like the... double door and stuff like that. But we'll kind of see how it looks. Maybe I will just go a normal door, but I really do like how the double doors look in this game, honestly. Especially the reinforced one, because it has that little bit... It's kind of funny that the reinforced double door looks like it has metal on it, because it's kind of just like... Well, what am I even doing? We have the reinforced front door right there. Like, it looks like there's metal on it, basically, but... it just requires stone, which makes it really, really easy to actually get to, which is nice. Alright, so let me get this door here. I got the... Did I do the ceilings yet? I did not do the... I did do the ceilings. Okay. Kind of losing my... Let's do this. Where is... Come on. What are we doing here? There we go. Yeah, you know what? We're okay right now. Let's just jump off. But yeah, this is the reinforced door, so like, I don't know, it just looks like that's supposed to be metal, not stone to me, but I don't know. Anyways, let's get upstairs, let's do my little, come on. Let's do my little idea here. I'm a bit worried about this. I feel like if I do this, it breaks. Alright, you know what, it is what it is. Alright, let's hope for the best. Sweet. Okay. I probably didn't actually have to demolish it. All I had to do was this, but it is what it is. Uh-oh. Which way do I want? I think that's fine, right? Is that correct? That looks correct. It looks off, but it looks correct. Alright, let's put a ceiling down just to double check. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, so let's put a door. We're just going to do the wooden double door, because we don't need it to really be like that. So I'm just going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. Berry's in the way, and we do have a little bit of fog right now, but that's our little porch, basically. I'm thinking just like this. Nothing too crazy. Just a small little porch and everything like that. And then down there, we can just continue to do the wraparound. Or, the other option is, do I want to go further out? I have an idea. Let's do it this way. Let's jump and totally miss. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see if this kind of works for up there, because this might just look a little different. And I think it's going to look pretty nice. So what I need is... I need to go into here. That's what I need to do. And not find one I'm looking for. There it is. Wooden triangle ceilings. There we go. Okay, so I want to make a total of 6 of them. Triangle ceilings. Let's make 6. I think 6 is enough. All right, so Wolf, should I get a monitor or TV for my console? So it's tough. If you're trying to do recording and stuff like that, like I am, my setup is an absolute mess, but it's unfortunately the only way I can do it, because of the Xbox Series X not having an optical cable port. Um, so I kind of had to go the route because of my previous setup before the move. I kind of had to go the TV route. I did try to see if I can do it doing a monitor route. It just wasn't really going to work out, so that was kind of just that, essentially. I would say do your research and everything beforehand, but for me, it just ended up working out a little bit better doing the TV instead, basically a TV monitor, because I have the optical port that just goes right into the TV, so it's not that big of a deal. It just overall ended up working a little bit better for my setup that I currently have and everything like that, even though there are a lot of wires and everything like that, but like, it still ends up working out. It's actually, you know, the desk is a little smaller than I assumed that it would be. I was kind of hoping it was a little bit bigger. That's why it is kind of tight here, because I do have, just to kind of run through my setup here, obviously I have the HP Omen, which is my laptop, which I do all the editing and stuff like that. Obviously the streaming's going on right now. I'm doing it on the laptop and everything. TV-wise, I just bought myself a 30-inch TV, which is more than big enough, honestly. I was a little worried that it wasn't going to be big, but this thing's huge for as close as I'm sitting, basically. I do have a capture card. I have an Elgato HD 60S Plus, like their higher line one, basically. So I have that. For the headphones, I have an Astro A40 with Mixamp, which that's where the optical port comes into play, because you need that in order to get the audio. And the old Xbox did have an optical port thing, the optical port thing that could go right into the Xbox, but with the new Xbox Series X, they dropped it. It doesn't have that anymore. So I basically have to have the optical port going from the Mixamp. When it was previously going to the Xbox, it's now going to the TV, which is why I couldn't do a PC or anything like that. I couldn't do a monitor, sorry, because most of them don't have an optical port or anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of, on top of that, I obviously have the Xbox Series X, which is just a big piece of hardware, honestly. It's pretty big for the table. Also, too, I have the Wi-Fi and all that right by me. Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi router and everything like that, so that takes up space on my table. No spamming or anything in the chat, please. So, yeah. I try not to have a lot of rules on this chat or anything, but that's the one thing that we won't have here is spamming or anything like that. So let's try to stop that. On top of that, I wasn't playing it originally, but now I actually do have my Nintendo Switch also hooked up and everything too. So, but I've been kind of like playing on that too. So it's actually a lot of stuff for a smaller setup. This desk isn't really that big for everything that I have, but overall it's nice. It's compact, but at the same time it's kind of tight, you know. So the long answer to the question is I have to use a TV in order to have this all hooked up, so that's why I would prefer going with a TV over a monitor, but it kind of depends on what your setup is and kind of what you're doing. Yeah. Very long answer to probably a very simple question, but just kind of want to explain myself and everything for it. What am I doing here? I'm making railings. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like we're gonna need some more, so I'll just make a total of another 6 anyways. All right, let's see here. Wooden railings. I do apologize with the rain and obviously how it's looking. It's looking a little right now here. And it's getting dark too, which doesn't help at all. So we'll kind of figure that out in a little bit, kind of how we're going to press on with this, since it's going to get really dark really soon. But we'll kind of see here what we're doing. Let's put this guy down here. Alright, so overall I thought that would look just a little bit nicer. It kind of just gives you a nice little lookout. That's going to be our view, obviously. But, yeah, I think it looks actually kind of nice. And then we'll do the wraparound porch down there. But, oh. Or... yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Alright, let's... you know what? It doesn't make a difference. I could just do it like this. It's not the end of the world. Let's just do here. Not that many materials. It's not really that big of a deal. Right. No, I need more steps, so never mind. Whee! Move this all over here. Let's actually make a total of 10. Make a total of 15. And then we should have... yeah, this is how we're going to do it instead. I need some more wooden railings, so we'll just make another 10 for now. Yeah, I'm actually liking how the house is coming out too so far. I do like making them out of wood and everything like that, honestly. I just think it gives it a really, really nice look, and especially the location that we're in, like near the Redwoods. I just felt like going with a like a wooden structure versus like... yeah, I mean, I could have done like the foundations as stone instead of wood, but I just feel like it doesn't really fit, you know what I mean? And I think it's actually looking kind of nice so far. But here's what I'm going to do instead. So we actually had that porch going out. I'm actually going to get rid of this guy for a second here because we're going to change it to all triangles. And it's going to look a little different, but I think it might look pretty good. Let's do that. Kind of extend this out there. That's kind of it. Just a small little... and I like the shape that it kind of makes too. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with, actually. I don't know if I want to do one more. Let's just see how that looks. Nah, I don't really like that. No, because we're going to kind of cut it off there. No, okay. Let's back that up. Let's do the railings. It is going to be small, but this is really just a lookout portion. We're not really... this is more like the decorative side of it. We're not really putting, like, anything up here. If I was, maybe like a... whatchamacallit? Let's try that again. A chair. There we go. Words. Having, like, basically the chair out there so we can have the view. But it's fine. We'll kind of just come out here each morning and we'll check this place out, basically. But... let's see here. But, like, yeah, we haven't even started really with the interior, and it's already 2 hours in. So, like, this, again, is why I don't really do this recording and stuff. I don't know. I think it looks okay. I think it looks fine. Yeah, it looks a little weird, but at the same time, like, I think it does look nice. I think it's... I don't know. Maybe I'm second-guessing it. You know what? Let's do this, because we are getting a little bit of a different view. Let's kind of see. No, I like it. I like it. Okay. Alright, now let's work on wraparound porch. Yeah, wraparound porch. Okay. Wraparound porch. Let's see what I kind of want to do with that here. Let's go into here. Let's start making some foundations, because I got to figure out how far around we're going to go with the porch, because I don't think we're going to be able to go all the way around the entire thing with it. And I don't really want to go entirely around it. I think I want to go maybe like 3/4, or like maybe halfway on both sides, but like, we'll see. Alright, let's kind of get an idea of how far we want to do this wraparound porch. So, because if we go the entire way, this is going to start being the issue, where it's not really going to be a porch, it's more just going to be like, it's just going to be like a foundation, pretty much, you know what I mean? So, I'm wondering if we just stop it here, or we still just go all the way around, like, I'll obviously have to move the no! This is gonna be tough. Yeah, because it doesn't really, I mean, we could do a ceiling there, but I just always feel, I don't like the lip. Alright. I know, I could do the ceiling, but the problem is that there's gonna be a lip, and I just, I should have known from the start, too, because, see, it's already, like, off the ground. I should have really realized that, and I should have sunk the foundation right from the beginning. That was really my bad. I should have noticed that. Yeah, because, see, it's already, like, off the ground. Okay, So, just to give you guys an idea, just to give you guys insight, so in this situation, when I'm doing this, like, like, recording and stuff wise, or, like, if I'm doing this in between episodes, I would 100% break all this and redo the entire build. So, which is, again, why I don't really do the recordings when it comes to building, because that's how much of, like, a perfectionist that it comes down to for me, that I would end up actually just destroying all of this and starting from scratch just to get everything right. We're not going to do that because we're already 2 hours in. So imagine if I just broke everything and said, well, we're going to start over. So what I'm going to end up doing is let's kind of just keep going here and just see, like, do we want to do the wraparound porch all the way? Like, yeah, no, like, I would 100% just be breaking this down and starting over. So here is my idea. I actually don't really have an idea yet. Because the problem is we're going to run into it right here, too. Like, this is going to be an issue right here. Watch. Now it's going to be sunk into the ground. I mean, that's not that bad. I mean... Because I was actually thinking that maybe... Okay, so you know what? I think what I'm going to do is... We're not going to do a wraparound porch. I think what we're going to do is we are going to use this area. Unless... No. Why can't... come on, why can't you just go? Just... Let's see. Actual. No. I think I'm just going to put a ceiling there. It is what it is. I'm not going to like it, but it is what it is. I'm really not. Okay. Oh, building an arc. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll keep the wraparound porch. From here, we'll probably start extending out this way. Maybe, because it's so low here... Maybe we scratch the wraparound porch now. Yes, this one little thing is causing me to just not want to do a wraparound porch now. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Where basically instead of the wraparound porch, or we have it as a wraparound porch, and then pretty much from the center, we would come out like maybe 2 or 3 right when it sinks into the ground, and we kind of raise it up, and up here would be like a greenhouse, like kind of like, I don't know if we, this is kind of a little far out, but just to give you guys kind of the idea, that it would be raised up, and your background would just be that, which is really nice, like, Yeah, so I was kind of thinking that route of kind of going upwards and making it like the greenhouse up there, because I've always liked to do the greenhouse as a hexagon shape. But the wraparound porch is the one that I'm not sure on. So you know what? For now, we're not going to bother with the wraparound. We're gonna leave it like this. It's going to be a side project later on. But yeah, we're going to start working on... do I really want to work on the greenhouse right now when really we don't have an interior? It's just kind of this. No, I feel like we do. I feel like we do get started with the greenhouse actually because, I mean, I'm going to use this space for something anyways. Maybe it's not the greenhouse, but it is going to be used for something. So we do have to put a door in here. So let's do that. Let's get up on here. Let's get the stuff over here. Do I have enough to make a reinforced door? I do not. What do I need to make a reinforced? Wooden double, I'll take that. Reinforced, I need probably just a little bit more stone, I'm assuming. Where is reinforced? Nope, that's single. Double. Yeah, I need more stone. Okay. Let's jump. A little bit of stone from you. I don't know if we will do the greenhouse here specifically because we're gonna need to go out and get like a ton of we're gonna have to get metal, we're gonna have to smelt the metal, we're gonna have to get cementing paste, we're gonna have to get, you know, we're gonna have to get a few things in order to do it. We're gonna need to get crystal. So maybe not necessarily doing the greenhouse here on the stream, but I'm gonna kind of get the idea started, and I'll probably just get it done in the next. Whether we do it as a second stream, maybe we do a part 2. I don't know. Maybe that's what we do actually. What if we did it as a part 1 and a part 2? So, like, part 1 would be just, like, the outside and just getting the base pretty much done. And then the inside, we do all the decorative stuff. So, greenhouse, decorative. And it does give me time to actually get all the items and everything like that in order to do it. So, maybe that's an option. Let me get this, though. I love how I just did all of that just for 2 little items. That's fine. Put you open. Now you're gonna open that way. Good. Yeah, because the sun's going down too. Alright, let's see. How is it looking? I know it's starting to get dark on my screen. How is it looking on the stream? Is it really dark? Is it okay? Is it just dark because it's starting to get night in the game? Or... Like, I don't know how the quality difference is between, obviously, what I'm seeing on my screen, like my TV, and, like, what you guys are seeing, obviously. So I kind of want to get an idea. Like, they give me a little preview thing where I can kind of see what you guys are looking at. But, again, mine's kind of small, so I don't really know kind of the gist of what you guys are looking at and how dark it's getting versus on my end. In the meantime, though, I'll start getting some foundations then. How's it going, PS4 guys? Actually, kind of curious. Let me jump on. I kind of want to jump on the Discord because we announced that we actually have a Discord now. I kind of want to see if anyone's... Uh-oh. Oh, crap. We have a lot of people. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh my god, there's 42 plus messages already? Guys, come on. That's really funny. Okay. Okay, it's getting dark as if you're playing it. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, just kind of putting in the admin code to making it early morning again. I don't know. I kind of was thinking about it. Oh, wait, I was making stuff, wasn't I? And I just did that. Oops. Foundations. Yeah, I might do that, actually, where we just, where I'll just, like, put in the code to admin, forward it to morning. But we'll kind of see how we're feeling and everything. Because we are 2 hours and 15 minutes into this already, which is crazy. It hasn't felt like 2 hours and 15 minutes, you know? Like the last one, too. Like the last one, 3 hours, did not feel like it was 3 hours. But we'll kind of see what we're looking at here. So you know what? I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys are okay with me doing the admin code of changing it to morning, let me know. If you're not, obviously let me know too, and we'll kind of figure out what the game plan then is. And we'll kind of figure out what the next step is here, and we'll kind of figure it out at that time. We'll kind of figure it out at that time too, like, what the next step is here in the build, because don't get me wrong, I really do want the wraparound porch. I really do. And the idea was originally that I was going to do like 3 foundations out, right, all the way across. But see, now we're getting into this, and this is the problem. I really should have pre-planned this better. Because now we're going to get into this issue, but I do have a counter for this, and what I can actually do is I can start doing the stairs going up, so this would be the first floor, and then we just put this all on, we just end up putting this all on, I was about to call them stilts, put them all on pillars and everything, so kind of make it like that, and then it would kind of be like an area out here, essentially, that we would, obviously this is a bit going a little bit far out, but I think you guys get the idea of what I'm kind of trying to figure out here. I think one more would be okay. Maybe go too high, and then kind of go from there. So I could raise it. The problem, there is a way that I could actually raise the foundation and everything, and it kind of makes it like a jagged staircase and stuff like that. It's, I think I'm just gonna put in a normal staircase. I think we're just gonna do that. And I think we're just going to put in a too-high staircase, because then we also get the view out here. We won't be this far out, obviously, but we'll get that nice view, and that's really, really nice. And obviously, I'm really liking the spot, because it's really peaceful. Like, there's nothing. We've literally been here for technically 5+ hours already between 2 different, you know, streams, and we've had nothing attack us. And we're in the Redwoods. Let's be, well, I mean, you know, we're not in the Redwoods, but, you know, we're in the Redwoods. But let's kind of see here. This is really irking me, though. All right. Let's see. I do have a ceiling. I mean, oh, it looks so bad. I know that doesn't matter, honestly. I know this doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But that just... ugh, that makes me actually want to destroy all the foundations and do these ceilings instead, all the way around. But it doesn't really give the look. I don't really like the look and everything like that, honestly, doing that. Because it just looks really wonky, you know what I mean? So, like, as much as it would solve the problem, literally just doing basically doing these all the way around instead, like replacing it, it would look really wonky. Because I feel like with this here, with the floor, because you get that, like, you get the logs and everything underneath, it just gives it a more realistic look. So I think I'm just gonna have to live with that one spot. I'm just never gonna take that path going around. I'll probably go around this way. But no, I really do like the wraparound porch idea. I think it will look really nice. If it worked out perfectly, it would be even better, but I think it just... I'm gonna have to figure you out. No. Yeah, I was actually, you know, that was a good shout. Try putting a foundation underneath the ceiling because it does work with a raft. Yeah, no, it does, but it's not letting me here. I'm not happy because we are on the same foundation. Like it's the same level. Like if you look, like technically that one shouldn't have snapped. This one shouldn't have snapped. So just let me have my corner snap. Like it's not that big of a alright, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to keep the lip there, and I'm really gonna be upset with that lip. I'm really gonna... Oh god, it got really dark. Okay. Alright, let's see. Well, while it's dark and everything, let's look over at the chat here. Okay, so it seems like you guys are okay with me, fast-forwarding it and stuff like that. Is that okay? Just want to make sure. It seems like a couple of you guys have said okay to it, but just want to ask one more time just to make sure, because obviously it's admin codes and, like, you know. I'll be honest, I do use the set time of day admin code. I do it for my recordings and stuff like that. I obviously start my recordings off at set time of day of 8 in the morning, and the reason is obviously I don't want the darkness or anything like that. I think in the next series, we will actually implement the dark, because I think it's fun. Well, let me rephrase that. The recording of it is really bad in the dark, because you just can't see anything, honestly. Like, it's just completely dark. But at the same time, it does give it that fear factor of, like, Troodons become very dangerous. Like, a creature that normally wouldn't be too dangerous in the daytime is now, like, bad. A Megalosaurus is now, like, you know, could kill anything in its path. Like, I feel like because we're not implementing the nighttime in a series, I feel like we're losing some could-be content, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make the stairs and everything first before I bother with it. Yeah, it is officially night, though, so let's see. No, it's not really moving. Okay, so I guess I don't really have my night speed that quick. Usually for my... There we go, there's the actual sound. Nah, it's still going slow. Why am I in the Argent? I need to be in the... Mammoth. Okay. Let's see. And I don't have any wood anyway, so let's go get some wood. Alright, so let me know, guys, when it starts getting a little too dark on your side, and then I'll just do the admin code, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to do a little bit of it in the... You know what? We'll do this. I'll do a little bit of it in the dark, and we'll kind of see how it ends up going, basically. And you know what? It might not actually be too bad in the dark on here. And the only reason is because, it might not actually be too bad because of the little, like, light orbs that are on this map. So, kind of keep an eye on it. We'll kind of see. I don't know. Alright, let's do stairs. I gotta make, like, a little bit of a staircase away. I'm gonna need some walls. I'll probably just do 5 walls. Let's do, a couple of stairs. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I got an idea. I got an idea with the actual, staircase and stuff. So, let's get some pillars, and let's get some wooden fence foundation. So I like using this idea. I gotta wait till everything's done, though, here. And then let's kind of figure this out. So, what I'm going to end up doing is, instead of putting the pillar underneath, putting the pillar underneath the actual ceiling, and then kind of continuing out, I'm going to actually put the pillars on the sides. And it's going to give it an interesting kind of look, almost like a bridge look. We'll kind of see what we're looking at here. What am I doing? No, I don't need the material. And we have rain again. Okay. Let's see. I'll take that. Take those. Take that. Take that. I think that's all that I need. I think we're good. Try this. One more. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Yes, I can. Alright, maybe go 2 stairs up. Oh, I need ceilings, duh. Oh my god. Okay, I did make more. Let's make some more ceilings, though, just in case. Oh, okay, I got a few questions here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Been totally forgetting about chat here. Let's see. Saris found you weeks ago. Really good content. Enjoying the content. You're so informative. Thank you so much, Saris. Really, really appreciate it. Let's see. Favorite map in Ark. Favorite map overall. Let's see. I would say probably Ragnarok would be my favorite. Period. I just really, really like how the map looks. I also really like, I don't know, I just like everything about that map. I know, like, with the levels and stuff, like, obviously there's higher level dinos and stuff like that, which is always really, really nice, too. But I really, really like how, just Ragnarok is, period. And, of course, I can't do that, because I have to do it. Why am I screwing this up? Oh, because I have to put the pillars first. Okay. Which aren't going to snap correctly, so I have to do it this way. And that's not going to work correctly either. Shoot. Because it won't snap to there. So I do have to put a... Okay, so I do have to put a wall down. I think. Alright, I gotta do it this way. Okay. Come on. There we go. little wonky way of doing it, but let's see if we can actually get this done now. So, fence foundation, put that down. Pillar. Pillar. Please, you're in the ground. You are. Pillar. Okay, so now, please, God, please, 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 please. Okay. And then that should be able to break too. Cool. There we go. Or, no, it should be on this side, actually. So, let's make a few more things. Berry. 5 there. And then we have to get more stuff. What do we need? Probably fiber. Wow, we actually already... Okay, so we need fiber again. Alright, let's take tank. Let's, take tank out here. Nah, you don't really have anything but... Okay, let's just drop everything. Alright, so now we got the fiber. Let's head on back. Alright, let's see. Make another 10 of those. Let's make a couple more of these. Actually, no. I need pillars. And then we'll make the rest ceilings. Okay, so we're slowly getting through here. Okay, let me get back to chat here. Oh my god, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think the build's going well so far, too. It's, you know, I tend to overthink on a lot of this stuff, so the build would be going a lot faster if I wasn't like, nah, let's change this, nah, let's do this. But, you know, it's coming along, definitely coming along. We're looking okay, I think. Alright, almost done here. Do that. Alright, so now let's get some... I don't think I really need the walls, but I'll take them anyway. And we'll take that stuff, and we are encumbered. So let's actually give back that. And I don't think I actually need the walls, so we'll actually give those back too. Okay. Head on over. So I'm thinking about putting... another one of those here. I feel like... Should this have really went out that far? Should have been one foundation and that's it? I feel like this was kind of unnecessary. Putting it here. I feel like it probably should have been the staircase starting here, not out there. But what I can maybe do is to kind of round it out. I'll probably put a... triangle fence foundation here and a triangle foundation here, just so it doesn't look as jagged. I think that might be the best move. Let's see. Let's do this. Fence foundation there. pillar here. And what's nice about these pillars and everything being lined up here, I can actually put torches on these just to keep it nice and lit and everything like that. So I think that's probably the route that we'll end up going. Yeah, I'm going to do a triangle foundation thing here. A triangle foundation thing here, just so it kind of rounds it out a bit. And then we'll work our way up here. I'm going to actually switch this. So the fence foundation is actually going to be on this guy. And we're going to do this. Nope, that's not. Yep. Snap. Right, pick you up first. Let's see what's going on. Snap. There we go. Let's see, let's get on this side, do the snap again, line you up correctly, and we're good, okay. Alright, so you can get taken apart, that's fine. We'll use this to make some more pillars if we have enough materials, because we'll be going through pillars like crazy. Can I get that from here? That would be great. Fence foundation, perfect. Pick you up. Alright, so maybe one out and then start building the hexagon for the Alright. I think... Oh my god. I have an idea. Oh, I thought like a green loot drop or something was coming down, because I actually got like really light for a second. Okay, so let's see. Whew, okay. Let's do... I don't want to do it as a box. I definitely want to do it as a octagon shape, basically. So what I'm thinking is, if we use the one side as almost like a ring to walk around it, and then the inside becomes the actual thing, the actual greenhouse. And then we're gonna have a circle in the middle, basically. And what I'm thinking is, with that circle in the middle, maybe we put all of the water tanks in there. Kind of like what I ended up doing on Ragnarok, where if you guys saw on the main series, that's where I put the snails and stuff like that. That's kind of what I was thinking with it, but except instead of snails, we would end up putting, just putting the water tanks like kind of in the middle. Or the other option is I kind of build a water tower or something over there. So, let me make some materials first, and we'll kind of figure out where the next plan with this is. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is, once we actually build kind of the, not the whole greenhouse, but at least the kind of border of it and everything, I think by that point, that'll probably be another 20 minutes, so that'll be another 3-hour stream. I think we'll call it there. But we'll kind of see what we're looking at, because, yeah, we are 3 hours in, let's put it that way. And then I think what we'll do is we'll kind of make this a part 1, a part 2, part 3 kind of thing, depending on how much is going to go into this. Just because, obviously I want the detail and everything to be there. I want it to actually come out really, really nice. So we'll kind of see where we end up going with this. But I'm stuck. I am stuck. Okay, that's why. Okay. Alright, I don't want to get rid of that tree yet. I think I gotta make my way down to those trees, which kind of stinks that I do have to walk this long with the Mammoth. But at the same time, it is what it is. It's fine. I would rather not take out the trees in the area just because for the ambiance and just how it ends up looking. Just like the background of the area. So I'm not going to bother with that yet. But yeah, like, this is one of the only creatures that we've seen over here so far, which is a Megaloceros. Like, we saw that, and then there was a male over by us before. And then that was it. So this area is actually kind of, like, not too shabby, honestly. You know, I'll just hold everything and then do it this way. So I need... I'm gonna need triangle ceilings. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a lot of those. So let's do 30. And how many regular ceilings do I have so far? I have 10. So let's bump that to 15. Take some of that. I'm gonna need to put in pillars. And I have 14 fence foundations already, so I'm actually gonna make another 15. Let's see, what else? I think that's it at that point. I think that's actually looking pretty good at that point. And I can't move. Okay, now I'll have to sit here and wait a second. So what am I testing? So this is actually the second stream I've ever done. The first stream I did, I was using OBS for it. And we ended up going about 3 hours, but we were having lagging issues and whatnot. So for this stream, what I ended up using was Streamlabs OBS, which is a different one. And it's been working out so far. We haven't had any lag issues. We're at 2 hours and 41 minutes so far in, and I haven't heard from the chat here anything about any lag spikes or anything like that. So, but on top of that too, I'm also building the base here on the center because this is part of the center series. So this was a base location that we discussed in the past, and I'm finally getting around to actually building the base. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit of content, but also test the system out at the same time, if you will. Alright, let's see, what are we at? Okay, so we're at 30... Okay, so we're at 30 triangle ceilings. That's not that bad, okay. That'll definitely be a good start. 14, that'll be 19. Okay, so that'll be 19. I want to make... that'll be 29, I mean. Let me make one more. Let me make that an even 30. And then, do we do more ceiling? You don't really need that many ceilings when you do the... Because you do, like, one, and then you do... okay, so maybe we'll do a few more ceilings, but we're at 15. Oh, I can only make 3. Okay. Let's get that up to 5, and then I'll make 5. 5, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, have a good night, Wolf. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, and finally the last wooden ceiling made. Oh my god, this takes forever. Okay, railings I will need to make a few more too, but we won't bother with that right now. I do need these, and I do need these, and we're encumbered. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's put away the railings then. We don't need those. I'll cut that in. Half again is Y, that's right. Okay. Y, we'll do that, that's fine. Let's head on over. Yeah, this is on the Xbox Series X, yes. Alright, so let's start making this portion here. Let's go up here. Let's kind of do this. Let's kind of do that. So, oh. Actually, do you go 3 out to start? Or is it? No, it's 3. And then you do that, right? I think that's correct. Okay, so... let's do this. Oh, I need to make a lot more pillars. What was I thinking? Alright, let's put the foundation there. Come on. Okay. Foundation there. Why are you not clicking? Alright. Let's put this in the wrong spot. Let's try the foundation again here. Yeah, that's fine. It'll go right there. No big deal. That should work. That should work, because it's a foundation right there. Hey, I can do it on that side. Why can't I do it on the other side? Because I don't want the... I want it on that side. I don't want it on... That's... Alright, you know what? Maybe I can do it this way. There we go. Yep. I don't know why I picked that one up. I actually need that one. Shh. Okay. Alright. Try this again. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I come... That is foundation support. What do you mean? Why is it not... Do I really have to put one on this side? That kind of... Alright, it is what it is. And then 3. Here, will that work instead? No. And still gonna put it there. Okay. Gonna be a bit annoying. Let's see. Can I pick you up, please? Foundation. This way. There we go. But I might have to just kind of deal with it. Alright, I gotta make more stuff here. Alright guys, so yeah, what I'm actually going to end up doing is, even if I gamma and everything right now, I know you guys have been asking for it, we're 2 hours and 50 minutes in. I was most likely going to end this at 3 hours anyways. So I think actually what I'm going to do here is I really wanted to get this area done and everything before ending the stream, but to be honest, we're probably looking at another at least half an hour plus to get this done. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I think we're going to make this a part 2 and then possibly even a part 3 to get this all done. So I'm actually going to end the stream here. I know I could put it on gamma for the next 10 minutes, but it's like, I'm going to be ending it in the next 10 minutes anyways, so I think I might just cut it a little bit short now. To be honest, like I said, it's been like 3 hours. I'm getting a little tired, honestly. So, I think that's actually what we're going to do overall. I don't know when the next stream's going to be, I'm going to be honest, because this is the second one. I don't know if we're going to do it like next Wednesday, or we're going to do it like, whenever overall. I hope you guys enjoyed it, honestly. I had an absolute, I had an absolute blast making the base and everything like that. It just takes a while, honestly, and I know it doesn't look like much. It's just overall just took a lot of time to get the foundations right and everything like that. But we'll definitely do another stream to kind of keep this going at a later time. Probably, hopefully, I would hope to do in the next few days, but I'll kind of have to check my schedule and see what we're doing. And I'll just make sure, too, that also I have it kind of set for 8 a.m. in the morning. Well, let me not confuse you guys. Let me say that again. I'll have the time of day set at 8 a.m. already, so we don't run into this issue even towards the end of the stream. We should still be okay. So, keep checking out the posts. Keep checking out any of the community posts I put out. Obviously, I talked about it during the stream that we're going to... I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of questions in regards to streaming time, streaming dates. I'm going to be asking you guys about kind of what the next step is for the channel. There's going to be a lot coming at you guys. Not only make sure, if you didn't already, make sure to hit that like button for me. It really helps out, especially on the streams. On top of that, guys, if you guys haven't actually checked it out, basically, I am going to actually put the Discord link one more time in here. So if you guys haven't checked out the Discord and stuff yet, do it. It's brand new. I literally just made it today, yesterday, I don't even remember. And, yeah, but that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'm a little tired. I apologize. But hopefully we'll get a part 2 in, and probably, to be honest, it's going to be probably a part 3 at some later point, too, because I want to get a lot done with this thing, and I want it to look really, really nice in the end. So... but yeah, it looks like that you guys are liking this streaming service that I'm using now, so Streamlabs. So I think we'll kind of keep going with them. But I apologize, guys, that we're going to cut the stream short by a couple minutes, but it's been 3 hours. I'm a little tired. Guys, that's going to be that. Thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that's going to be. So, see you guys soon.